Okay. Okay, I think this was working now. Please tell me it's working. Hello, is anybody there? I'm scared. Hello? Is it working now? Like, can y'all hear this now? We had some tribulations. We had some technical difficulties. It's much better. Okay. Yes. All right. We had some issues, girl. Like, spooky for spooky reasons. I tried to go live before. This is just to make sure that anybody tuning into the live after today, like, they understand what was going on. We tried to do some spooky starting of the live stream, and then I realized that spooky music in the background we got. I realized that we didn't have. Hold up, that's a little too loud. I can't hear myself think. I realized that my microphone was not hooked up. So anyway, it's hooked up now. How y'all doing? I'm gonna just wait for a few seconds just to make sure everybody here. I got a little spooky dessert here that I got from wow, it's messy. It's real messy. My God. Oh my God, that ghost scared the heck out of me. Oh, I'm sorry, mummy. It's a mummy. Oh my God. Whew. Girl, it's spooky season, which means ghosts. I don't mess with ghosts. But we gonna tell some scary stories today because I don't feel like y'all being spooky enough. And I'm sick of this. I'm tired. Because I'm looking around. I walk down the street, girl. I don't see no kind of spooky nothing. Where's the spook? It's October. Halloween is like next weekend. I don't see nobody. Where is the spook? I don't see no kind of spook nowhere. Girl, you know what? You want to know some tomfoolery I saw today? I went to Target, which is where I got this spooky cupcake. And they were selling water that was themed Halloween. No. I looked at the case. It was a case of water that had like spider webs on it. I said, no. That's not what we doing. Y'all praying for the downfall of Halloween so bad that you want to start marketing water as spooky. Get out of here. Because y'all know that's a turn. Like, I'm not. That just turned me all the way. Like, I was like, ooh, yeah, because I was walking through the aisles. There's like lots of spooky stuff in Target. That's about the spookiest place on earth right now is that one Target section where all the Halloween costumes are. Girl, I'm walking through. I'm like, like all the costumes and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, this is spooky. And then I get around the corner. I go around the corner, around the bend, sis, and there's pretzels. I'm like, oh, okay, why they got pretzels? Oh, it's spooky pretzels. Okay, because they put a pumpkin on the box. So it's a spooky pretzels now. Girl, and then right next to that was spooky water. I said, y'all are trying to ruin Halloween. Are you not? Don't come out here with some spooky water. And if you giving away spooky water or spooky pretzels this year, if you're giving away anything at all, you deserve 10 years in prison. What? What'd you say? You don't think I'm right? Oh, well, you need to take your receipt back to Target and return your spooky water and your spooky pretzels because ain't nobody want that. Girl, spooky. Y'all see that? Spooky. It's a bat. Look it. It's freaking bats. Okay, we're going to get started in a few minutes. And maybe like at the 10-minute mark, we'll get started with the spooky everything. I'm going to turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, dun. That was a spooky music video. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. But at the 10-minute mark, we'll get started. Just for people who are like, oh, we don't want to listen to you talk. Just get started with the here come the men in black. Somebody said it's freaking bats. I love Halloween. Y'all see that? Yeah, I know y'all see that bat. Oh my God. Somebody said, what minute mark we at now? We at the 4-minute mark. Can you not see that? Do you not? Girl, I'm eating the spooky spooky cupcake. Oh my God, green icing. That's spooky. That's a spooky cupcake. It's gonna be spooky digested. It got spooky, lots of spooky sugar. It's green. Y'all, I'm so excited for today. We're gonna be telling some stories. We're gonna be telling stories that I personally, hold on, let me just conserve some battery here. We're going to be telling stories that I've heard when I was from when I was a child. I know y'all know there's a book called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It's a whole book, and every single school year at the end during Halloween, my teacher or whatever teacher I had at the time, my teacher would always tell these scary stories from this book. Y'all know what that is? Somebody say, yeah, I know that. I know what they talk about. I know what you talk about. It's a big old thick up book, sis, full of just a bunch of scary stories. And I used to be so scary. Somebody said, LOL, no animated stories. No, do animated stories. Girl, I can't see. Spooky vision. Girl, my vision is getting spookier and spookier. Yeah, so my teachers will always read a story from that book or a few stories, and we would be shook. We would be peeing on ourselves. We'd be so scared. It was when you had circle time. So I don't know how scared they are now that I'm an adult. Because girl, everything barely anything nowadays is spooky to me. We would be peeing. We'd be so scared. But barely anything is spooky to me nowadays. So I'm thinking that this might be funny. Everything is funny to me. If I see something that's spooky, I'm girl, that's just hilarious. It's funny. Haha. So I don't know how funny it's going. I don't know how scary it's going to be, but we're going to try, and we're going to read some stories from that book. I have them on my phone. We're going to read them out. Someone said, I'm ready. Let's go. We're going to get started in 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Right now, I just got, I haven't eaten all day, girl. I was running around, doing spooky stuff. Got to get my spooky energy up. Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Somebody said, what's good? We finna read some spooky stories in the dark. I'm gonna turn the computer. Could you imagine I just turned the computer off? The live stream ends. We're just done. I'm gonna turn the lights off. And I'm gonna read some stories. Girl, I got my little flashlight. We serious out here.
Yes.
Every time I say serious, Siri want to come in the conversation. Spooky Siri. I don't got no time for that. Hey Siri. Do you have any spooky stories?
I'm sure I've already told you.
When you told me that, hey Siri, can you tell me a spooky story?
It was a dark and stormy night. No, that's not it.
Listen, I don't got no time for you. See, that's why I don't be talking to her, because she just be playing games. Literally playing games, wasting my time. I don't got no time for that. I'm finna sue her. Hey Google, you got any spooky stories to tell?
I'll tell you the scariest story I can think of. There once was a musician about to do a gig. They were about to sing when they realized the mic wasn't on. Sorry, that story gives me chills.
That's not even funny, John Legend. Anyway, did y'all hear that? Y'all hear something? Google did a little bit better. Also, that's John Legend's voice. Just for those of y'all who don't remember when we changed Google's voice to John Legend. They now have an Issa Rae version. We're about to get started. Oh my God, we got 10 seconds. Girl, Please hold. Spooky. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Scary Stories That We Tell in the Dark. My name is Will, your host, your spooky host for tonight. We're going to get real spooked tonight, so make sure if you've eaten Chipotle, nuts, sis, yogurt, dairy, cheese, make sure you go poop right now. We don't got time for pooping on yourself because you're scared. That happened to me one time on a haunted hayride. Like, we'll never do that again. Anyway, please go to the bathroom right now. All right, y'all, we're going to go on a really scary, spooky ride. Okay? So just, you know, just do your thing, girl. Okay. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready? We're getting spooky. Okay. Here we go. I need to prop this up on side. Holla. Holla. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me with this music? Okay, y'all can hear me. All right. It's getting spooky. All right, here we go. The first story is called The Big Toe. Girl, I gotta turn this music down. Girl, I cannot hear myself. Girl, hold on, I need the flashlight. Okay, let's turn this down. Girl, I can't even hear myself. Jesus Christ. All right. A boy was digging at the edge of his garden when he saw a big toe. That's scary already. I don't know about y'all. He tried to pick it up, but it was stuck to something. What was it stuck to? So he gave it a good hard jerk. Girl, I can't even do that. I can't do this. He gave it a big hard jerk. Okay. And it came off in his hand. Then he heard something groan and scamper away. The boy took the toe into the kitchen and showed it to his mother. It looked nice and plump. A nice big old thick up plump toe. Big toe. Ah! She said, I'll put it in the soup and we'll have it for supper. Girl. Anyway. Child, anyways. That night, his father, girl, I can't even see the words. That night, his father carved the toe into 3 pieces. And they each had a piece. One for his mom, one for him. Girl, one for the dad. Then they did the dishes, and when it got dark, they went to bed, as you do when it gets dark. The boy fell asleep almost at once. Okay. But in the middle of the night, a sound awakened him. It was something out on the street. It was a voice, and it was calling to him. Girl, what's about to go on? What's about to go on, sis? What's about to go down? What you about to do? Where is my toe? Girl, it groaned. When the boy heard that, he got very scared. But he thought, it doesn't know where I am. It'll never find me. Then he heard the voice once more, only now it was closer. Girl, not closer by Neo. I'm scared. Then he heard the voice once more, only closer. Where is my toe? It groaned. The boy pulled the blankets over his head and closed his eyes. I'll go to sleep, he thought. When I wake up, it'll be gone. But soon he heard the back door open. Girl. And again he heard the voice. Where is my toe? It groaned. He doing a lot of groaning. You might want to get that checked out. Then the boy heard footsteps move through the kitchen into the dining room, into the living room, into the front hall. Then slowly they climbed the stairs. Closer and closer they came. Soon they were in the upstairs hall. Now they were outside his door. What he about to do? What he about to do? Call 911. Somebody call 911. Girl, he outside the door. Where is my toe? The voice groaned. We could have guessed that. His door opened. Shaking with fear, he listened as the footsteps slowly moved through the dark toward his bed. Then they stopped. Where is my toe? The voice groaned. At this point, pause. Wait, no, that's instructions for the reader. Oh my God, I'm nervous, y'all. You've got it. The big toe also has. Wait, what? Hold up. Pause. What? This don't make no sense. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's just there's like instructions for the reader and stuff. Girl, I ain't know nothing about that. Anyway. Um. Somebody said, "Woo, child, the ghetto." The ghetto says, when the boy hears the voice calling for its toe, he finds a strange-looking creature up inside the chimney. Hold on, what's going on? I don't understand. The boy is so frightened he can't move. He just stands there and stares at it. Finally, he asks, "What you got such big eyes for?" And the creature answers, "To look you through and through." What you got big such claws for? To scratch up your grave, sis. What? What you got a big mouth for? To swallow you whole, sis. Girl, I'm confused. Is this still part of the story? What you got big such sharp teeth for? To chomp on your bones, sis. Okay, yeah, I don't like this story because it don't make no sense. That's it. Y'all. I am sorry to this man. Whoever wrote this book, that made absolutely no sense. It jumped to two different scenes in the same story. I don't that made. Are y'all as confused as I am? Girl, anyway, child. Here we go. This is another story. It's called The Walk. Girl. My uncle was walking down a lonely dirt road one day. He came up upon a man who was also walking down that road. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was scared of my uncle, and my uncle was scared of the man. But they kept on walking, and it began to get dark. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was very scared of my uncle, and my uncle was very scared of that man. But they kept on walking, and they came into a big woods. It was getting darker, and the man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was really scared of my uncle, and my uncle was really scared of the man. But they kept on walking, and deep down into the woods they went. It was getting darker, and the man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man, and the man was terribly scared of my uncle, and my uncle was terribly scared of. So that was the walk. It told me to scream at the end because I guess it was like people are supposed to be like hanging on for every word, girl. They're like listening to what you're saying, and they're like, oh my god, girl, where is this story going? Like the uncle scared of the man, and the man scared of the uncle, and so then you get to the last part, and then it said to scream. It says in parentheses now scream now, and so I screamed at the end. And so, are y'all scared? Somebody said no, sis, that was lame. Okay. Well, let's go on to another one. Child. Anyways, all right. See, we might have to find another scary story, but we're gonna try this last one. Okay. This one is called "What Do You Come For?" All right, here we go. There was an old woman who lived all by herself. That's already scary. Old people that live by themselves. It's like, come on, girl. You might need, like, I'm sure you're gonna need some help or something around the house. You living by yourself, that's terrifying. Come on, I'm already scared. I know somebody else is out there is scared too. An old woman living by herself, what's she finna do? And she was very lonely. Sitting in the kitchen one night, she said, "Oh, I wish I had some company." No sooner had she sp- no sooner had she spoken than down the chimney tumbled 2 feet from which the flesh had rotted. The old woman's eyes bulged with terror. Then 2 legs dropped out beneath and attached themselves to the feet. Then a body tumbled down, then 2 arms and a man's head. As the old woman watched, the parts came together into a great gangling man. The man danced around and around the room. Faster and faster he went. Then he stopped and he looked into her eyes. "What do you come for?" she asked in a small voice that shivered and shook. "What do I come for?" he said. "I come for you." So, so that's that. I am shook. I'm peeing on myself. That was a real spooker. Woo, child. That one really took it out of me. Girl, are y'all scared now? Are y'all scared yet? Okay, I think this one gonna be a little bit scarier. I don't know about this. I'm not. Somebody said I'm so weak. Girl, that was it. Y'all are really wasting my time out here tonight. Y'all are really wasting my time out here tonight. Okay. So, okay, an old woman in the woods. She's living alone. Girl, call your grandson. Call your son. Call somebody, girl. I'm sure you got a neighbor somewhere. Call them. Okay. They'll come over. You can cook pies together because I'm pretty sure what you like to do. Girl, because you sure was sitting in your kitchen, like who sits in their kitchen, just wondering, like, oh, I wish I had some company. And as soon as you say that, some old rotten flesh man comes down in pieces, sis. First the foot, first then the legs, then the body, and then a head. And then this man didn't even have the nerve to even say hi. Like, you gonna come all down my chimney, all rotten and nasty, and you probably stink. And you gonna come down my chimney talking about something, girl, I come for you. Girl, no, you don't. I would have said, girl, you can sit, you can get your body parts and go zoom your behind right, right on back up the chimney, sis. Because ain't you did not come here for me, girl. I said I wanted company, not this, sir. Anyway, y'all got my blood. This thing got my blood boiling. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Cause, child. Anyways, this one is called Me Tai Do Tai Walker. What a lovely name. There was a haunted house where every night a bloody head fell down the chimney. Oh my God. Not you. Not you. Not a bloody head again. Oh my God. Why down the chimney? Who's putting these bloody heads and bodies down the chimney? That's scary. At least that's what people said. So nobody would stay there overnight. Then a rich man offered $200 to whoever would do it. $200, girl, this had to be in 1910. Girl, inflation must have not been a thing. Like, who's going to live in a place where bloody heads fall down the chimney for $200? Tomfoolery. And this boy said, the phrasing of this, and this boy said he would try it. And this random boy said he would try it if he could have his dog with him. So it was all settled. That very night, the boy went to the house with his dog. To make it more cheerful, he started a fire in the fireplace. Then he sat in front of the fire and walked and waited, girl. He sat and he waited with his dog. For a while, nothing happened. He's just thinking about that $200, girl. He just wanted the $200. But a little after midnight, he heard someone singing softly and sadly off in the woods. The singing sounded something like this. Oh, girl, no. No, they do not want me to sing. They want me to sing? Girl, okay. All right, here we go. Me tie dowdy walker. It's just somebody singing, the boy told himself. But he was frightened. Then his dog answered the song. Softly and sadly it sang. Now y'all expect me to believe this dog really is about to sing? Right. Somebody said wolf. Girl, it had to. If it don't say wolf on the next line, then I'm finna close this book, honey. If it don't say wolf to a good old Mary Had a Little Lamb tune, woof, 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 a bark, 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 a bark, bark, bark. Girl, what is the dog supposed to sing? Oh my God, they got the dog singing in the book. What is this even? What is this dog singing? Lynchy, Kinchy, Collie, Molly, Dingo, Dingo. Listen, that's the words in the book. Don't shoot the messenger. The boy could not believe his ears. Girl, me either. I can't believe my eyes reading this book. His dog had never uttered a word before. I believe that. Then a few minutes later, he heard the singing again. Now it was closer and louder, but the words were the same. Me tie dowdy walker. This time the boy tried to stop his dog from answering. He was afraid that whoever was singing would hear it and come after him. Girl, but the dog paid no kind of attention. That's what it says right here. But his dog paid no attention. And again, it's saying, Lynchy, Kinchy, Collie, Molly, Dingo, Dingo. A half hour later, the boy heard the singing again. Now it was in the backyard, and the song was the same. Girl, if y'all gonna ask me to sing again, I'm gonna ask for a fee. Girl, y'all gonna have to pay me to be singing up here because I was not expecting this. I would have prepared. Now, it's $1,000 or it's $1,000 or no, okay, for me to get on the stage. Period. Me tie Doughty Walker. Again, the boy tried to keep his dog quiet, but the dog sang louder than ever. Lynchy, Kinchy, Collie, Molly, Ding Do. Girl, it wouldn't have been my dog. I would have just been like, girl, you bye. I would have let the door, open the door. Girl, you can go. Since you want to make all that noise, girl, and get eaten up by this random creature that's going to be in the woods, girl, you can go right on out. Bye. Bark, bark, woof, woof. Good day. Soon the boy heard the singing again. Now it was coming down the chimney. Not you. Not you. The chimney. Anyway. Me tie Doughty Walker. Blackout. I'm in your house now. Because I'm coming down the chimney, sis. The dog sang right back. Lynchy, Kinchy, Collie, Molly, Dingo, Dingo. Suddenly, a bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. I did not mean to say that, girl. Suddenly, a bloody head fell out the chimney. Now, who gonna clean that up? Not I. The dog gonna have to do something. Girl, the dog would have had to put on an apron, get a broom, get a little bucket and a little sponge, put some water and some soap, and that dog would have yup. And you could sing the song too. You could sing the song while you cleaning up the bloody head because you want to be calling a response with this little random bloody creature. So the dog says the dog's gonna have to clean it all up. And you could say, like I said, you could sing the song all you want, as long as you clean it up, girl. Suddenly, a bloody head fell out of the chimney. It missed the fire and landed right next to the dog. The dog took one look and fell over, dead from fright. Mm, 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 mm. Dang, we ain't had to have the dog die. Lassie dead now. Girl. Not Molly and me. Oh, God. I ain't mean for the dog to die. Oh, my God. Marley, girl, you ain't have to look at it. The head turned around and stared at the boy. Slowly, it opened its mouth and said, So that was that story. Girl, that one was a little bit more spooky than the other ones. A talking dog, that's spooky. Talking dogs have been out of style since Clifford. I don't think this story is I think this story is a little bit spooky because a talking dog, girl, that's terrifying. Woof woof, but actual words, no. Could you imagine a dog start speaking to you? I would actually be terrified. Like, girl, what you finna do? What you about to do with that with a voice? Mm-mm. Okay, this one looked like it's a poem. Y'all want to listen to a poem? No, that's doing too much. It's asking me to sing. There's a literal girl. There's a literal no sheet music. It wants me to sing a whole song. Hello. Girl, what y'all think about these stories? Somebody said, uh, what, somebody said you was born to sing. Girl, now if I start singing and some bloody head falls down the chimney, don't say nothing. All right, here we go. This one is called The Thing. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? Ted Martin and Sam Miller were good friends. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Ted and Sam, nah. They spent a lot of time together. On this particular night, they were sitting on a fence near the post office, talking about one thing and another. As you do. I was just with my best friend at the post office too, sitting on the fence. You know, that's just what you do. You know, when it's Wednesday night, you don't got nothing to do. It's like, hey girl, yeah, girl, meet me at the post office. The fence. Yeah. We're gonna sit. So the concept is we're gonna sit on a fence and we're gonna talk all night long. Yeah, right. Yeah, outside the post office. Okay. All right. See you there at 8. Okay. Bye. Like, so they were sitting at the post office talking about one thing and another. There was a field of turnips across the road. Did I read that right, girl? Turnips. uh, Not tulips, just actual Okay, turnips. A field of turnips. Suddenly they saw something crawl out of the field and stand up. It looked like a man, but in the dark it was hard to tell for sure. Then it was gone. But soon it appeared again. It walked halfway across the road, then it turned around and went back into the field. Then it came out a third time, and it started toward them. By now, Ted and Sam were scared. By now, girl, it is nighttime across the street from a field of turnips. Okay? They should have been scared before they even rolled up on the post office fence. Talk about they scared now that they saw some random man. Girl, if it was me, see, it couldn't have been me. If it was me though, girl, I would have been running. As soon as I thought I saw something in the field, girl, as soon as I even thought, girl. No, y'all wait till this random thing gets up out of the turnip field, walks to the middle of the street, and then turns back. No, did you not see that thing disappear right in front of your eyes? Sam and Ted, we need to have a talk. By now, girl, where even am I in the story? Then it came out a third time, girl, and started toward them. By now, Ted and Sam were scared. And they started running. Okay, finally, some sense. But when they finally stopped, they decided they were being foolish. They weren't sure what had scared them. So they decided to go back and get a better look. All right, Ted and Sam, since y'all want to be Inspector Gadget, I actually hope y'all get sliced and diced in the story, not in real life. That's actually very scary. Sam said, wait, no. Pretty soon they saw it. For it was coming to meet them. It was wearing black pants, a white shirt, and black suspenders. Okay, so anybody who works at the local Zara. Sam said, I'm going to try to touch it. Sam, if you don't keep your hands inside the ride at all times, then we'll know if it's real. Girl, can't you? I'm sorry, I'm just... Sam. You saw it with your own eyes. You don't need to touch it. Sam said, I'm going to try and touch it. Then we'll know if it's real. He walked up to it and peered into its face. It had bright, penetrating eyes sunk deep into its head. It looked like a skeleton. Not this bag of bones. Ted took one look and screamed. And again, he and Sam ran. But this time the skeleton followed them. When they got to Ted's house, why would you go to Ted's house? That was Sam's idea. That was Sam's idea. Sam don't know. Sam don't got 2 cents. 2 brain cells. They went to Ted's house. They did not go to Sam's house. That was strategic on Sam's part. They stood in the doorway and watched it. It stayed out in the road for a while. Then it disappeared. A year later, girl, they really do but doing the biggest time skips. A year later, Ted got sick and died. Wow, okay. Ted, why the hell did it be Ted first? Ted ain't do nothing. Ted ain't do nothing. Toward the end, Sam sat up with him every night. The night Ted died, Sam said he looked just like the skeleton. I want my money back. This is a free story, but like, I really feel like they owe me money. Like this book owes me money. Period. Somebody said Sam dying. Period. Sam didn't even die. So I want my money back because first of all, Sam is a scam. Literally one letter off of the word scam. Period. Because first of all, it was Sam's idea to go back and look at this thing that they know they saw. Like talking about, girl, we was fooled. Maybe we didn't see that. Like, oh my God, like maybe we didn't see a man fall out the turnip field. Like we was just sitting down and maybe we was just loopy because we was at the post office on the fence talking and stuff. And like maybe we just saw something crazy by accident. So Sam convinced Ted. Ted was probably like, girl, no, I'm going home. Sam said, no, let's turn it on around, girl. And let's go back over there and let's look into the turnip field. They go to the turnip field. And guess what they saw? The thing that they saw before. That wasn't enough for Sam. Sam was greedy. He was hungry. Sam said, I'm going to touch it. Sam, you going to do what? Samuel, you going to do what? You going to take your hand. So you going to take your hands? Girl, you going to take your hands and you going to put it on that thing? Sam, I'm leaving. Ted, listen, I love you, girl. I love these late night talks we have at the post office. They're so fun. We sit on the fence and we talk. But Samuel, I am not finna watch you touch this thing that crawled out of the woods, walked into the middle of the street, turned around, and walked back. That's scary. Period. Sam goes, I'm gonna touch it, girl. I'm gonna touch it. He finds it and Sam looks at it in the eyes. Except there weren't no eyes because it was a skeleton. So they tried to run. Ted is like, girl, I'm running by. So I'm sure Ted started to run. And then Sam was like, oh, maybe I should run too because Sam ain't got no brains. So they go running, girl. And Sam's house is right there on the left, girl. But Sam was like, wait, no, let's not go there because my cat is sick. Let's go to your house. So Ted is like, girl, okay, like she's flustered. Ted is flustered. Like, I guess that makes sense. So they go to Ted's house. Sam needs to be going. First of all, Sam needs to be in jail. Already, this is premeditated murder. He knew what was up, sending this thing to Sam's house because the darn skeleton creature was following them. Samantha needs to go back home, right, and think about his actions, right. Needs to go back home and think about his actions, right. When will Sam learn that his actions have consequences? And then And then they're gonna go. Sam is a little slow. I cannot with y'all. I cannot. So they go right on down to Ted's house, and Ted is like, "Girl, get in the doorway." And so there's Sam and Ted. I wonder how old they are. They got to be a clean girl. I don't even know a clean. Okay, so they're like, okay, context clues. They're like sitting down at the post office by themselves. So they have to be like over like 10 years old at least. Like they got to be like 25, 30, 20, maybe like 18. No, 20. Yeah, let's say 20. No, let's say 18 or 15, something like that. 15 to 18. 19, about 19 years old, 17. Anyway, they standing in the doorway. Okay. I don't know if Sam got any. Oh, also it said, what did it say? It said years later. It said 1 year later, Ted got sick and died. Wow. Just 1 year. Okay. So anyway, Ted ain't saying nothing in this darn book, this story. Ted ain't had not one word. But Sam wanted this thing to follow them to Ted's house so bad. He wanted some clout so bad. So he went over to Ted's house and they just looked at it. And I guess that was it. They just looked at it and then it disappeared, it says. A year later, Ted got sick. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. Sam should have got sick because Sam looked at it in the eyes, wanted to touch it, wanted to go back to look at it, led it to Ted's house. I'm upset. Ted died. Wow. 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 And then he said, Sam had the nerve to be like, girl, you look like that skeleton. Sam had the nerve to be like, girl, you look just like that skeleton. I can't even do this. Girl, you look just like that skeleton I saw a year ago. Whew. Leave me now. Okay. Ted is innocent. Right, right. Okay, so this story is called Cold as Clay. A farmer had a daughter. Oh, snap. Whoa. Father had a daughter. That is scary. A farmer had a daughter. Girl, what's about to go down? For whom he cared more than anything on earth. More than anything on earth. Oh, girl, I thought it was about to be some incest type of stuff. I thought it was about to say she fell in love with him. Girl. Whew, we dodged the bullet with that one. I was about to close the book and turn off the live stream. She fell in love with a farm hand named Jim. Come on, Jim. But the farmer did not think Jim was good enough for his daughter. Classic farmer dad. You ain't good enough for my Jennifer. To keep them apart, he sent her. Oh, this is mean. To keep them apart, he sent her to live with her uncle on the other side of the county. Gotta scroll up a little bit. Lots of pictures in this book. Soon after she left, Jim got sick. It was the father. It was the farmer dad. And who said she wanted to go live with her uncle anyway? Let me calm down. Jim got sick and he wasted away and died. Oh my God. Like they don't really develop any kind of plot in this. It's just he just died. Woo. Everyone said he died off of a broken heart. That sounds like a Demi Lovato lyric. The farmer felt so guilty about Jim's death, as you should, sir. He could not tell his daughter what had happened. You ain't even gonna tell Jennifer that her one true love died? She continued to think about Jim and the life that they might have had together. Girl, honestly, it ain't worth it, girl. Like, just focus on your degrees and stuff. Go to school, like, get a job, girl. Maybe start like a Depop account, girl. You could do a lot of good stuff. You don't need no man. One night, many weeks later, there was a knock on her uncle's door. When the girl opened the door, Jim was standing there. Hold up. Jim, your father asked me to get you, he said. I came on his best horse. The horse out standing outside like, girl, I don't know. I'm just here. Is there anything wrong? She asked. I don't know, he said. She packed a few things and she left. She rode behind him, clinging to his waist. Girl, what you girl? Soon he complained of a headache. It aches something terrible, he told her. Girl, so what time period is this? Because I know y'all can stop at a Walgreens. You could park the horse round back, and you can stop at a Walgreens. They got Aleve, Advil. They probably even got some like, girl, I don't know. Like you could take sometimes like tea will get the issue, right on out of there. A little peppermint on the scalp area. Anyway, she put her hands on his forehead. Why are you as cold as clay? That's the name of the story, Cold as Clay. Not somebody saying Walmart in the comments. Woo, child. Why are you cold as clay? She said. No, she didn't say that. She asked that. Come on, we need an editor. How's she gonna say? She asked that. That's a question, honey. Talking about she said that. That was not a. Anyway. I hope you're not ill. And she wrapped her handkerchief around his head. She's so sweet. Jennifer did not deserve this life. They traveled so swiftly that in a few hours they knocked on the door. Her father was startled to see her. Jennifer, I would have been startled too. Girl, I'm so sorry. I meant for you to stay at your uncle's house. I did not ask you to come right on back here. Ain't nobody asked you to come back here. Okay? Now, your boyfriend done died, sis, and I done kept it from you. I sent you away because I did not want you with that man. And he died, and now I feel guilty. So you should have stayed at your uncle's house. I don't need no kind of frights in the night. I'm old. I'm a farmer. Girl, now go. Now take your little horse and go back home. Go back to uncle's place. 2 hours since you want to be so swift on your horse and stuff. Girl, gotta feed the chickens in the morning, playing all these games. Didn't you send for me? She asked. No, I didn't. What kind of rude father? I would have at least lied and been like, oh yeah, girl, like I want you back home. No, he said, no, I did not send for you. Don't come to me unless I send for you. She turned to Jim, but he was gone. And so was the horse. They went to the stable to look for them. The horse was there. It was covered with not sweet, girl. I can't read. Sweat. My bad. Girl, I'm nervous. It was covered with sweat and trembling with fear. But there was no sign of Jim. Girl, Jim ain't got no time for this. Also, Jim is dead. Terrified, her father told her the truth about Jim's death. Then quickly, he went to see Jim's parents. They decided to open his grave. The corpse was in its coffin, but around its head, they found the girl's handkerchief. That's it, y'all. Girl, no. They found what? On his what? They found what on his what? They found homegirl Jennifer's handkerchief, sis, on his cold as clay head. So, first of all, we had to talk about this dad because he inflicted so much trauma upon this woman. None of this would have happened if a farmer who doesn't even have a name, that's not even fair. Y'all should have named him so we could, call him out. It's just a farmer, okay? So a farmer had a daughter. We don't even know the daughter's name, but we're gonna call her Jennifer. How you gonna send your daughter away because you don't like the person that she's dating? Get out. It's Sam. Sam is still behind all this goofiness. Sam is so goofy and he needs to sit his behind down. Anyway, Samuel, we don't got no time for this. Jennifer said, girl, okay, I'll go to my uncle's house. I don't know why, but I'll go. Jim is all sad, even though Jim could have just rode his horse. Like, I don't understand. Like, Jim could have rode his horse. Also, like, Jim truly could have got on his horse, girl. If he got a headache along the way, there's plenty of Walgreens and Walmarts. He could go and visit Jennifer whenever he wanted to. So all this dying of a broken heart is kind of dramatic to me, period. Why you being all dramatic, Jim? And dying of a broken heart. Nobody asked you to die of a broken heart. It had to be something else. It had to be like pneumonia. If it wasn't pneumonia, then like I don't believe him, because how you gonna die of a broken heart when you had the resources to go all you in your afterlife, sis, you got up out of your grave, you put more effort in your afterlife, sis, to go see Jennifer than you did in your real life. So the real question is, did you like Jennifer in the first place? Because you ain't put in no kind of effort. Did you listen to Work by Fifth Harmony? Wait, what is that song about? Is it about them working? Is it like a metaphor for like dudes putting in work for like a girl? But you gotta go to work. No. Anyway, child. Anyways, what? I just don't understand how Jim, dead, could have risen up out of his grave. He dug himself out of the grave, girl. Got on a horse, a real horse at that. Like not even a ghost horse, a real horse. Because I'm sure there's got to be ghost horse too. I've seen Haunted House with Eddie Murphy. Is it Eddie Murphy? I think it's Eddie Murphy. And it was ghost horses in there in that movie. So clearly there's ghost horses. So Jim, you have no excuse. Girl, if you don't get on that stallion in your real living life and go see Jennifer, or make sure you don't catch pneumonia, something. Whew, child. Anyways. What y'all think about that story? Somebody said Jim did the bare minimum. Period. Girl, if you being ladies, I hate addressing people as ladies. Y'all, if somebody is treating you like Jim, okay? Jim probably knew that Jennifer's dad was not feeling him. Jim probably knew that. So he could have snuck his little horse right on down to Jennifer's uncle's house. And they could have, like, I don't know, played in the woods or something. Maybe go talk on the fence at the post office like Sam and Ted. Sam and Ted do more for each other than these two. Girl, I'm not buying it. Jen pulled a Jesus. He rose up right on out of that thing. I'm crying. Stories has holes, SMH. It was pretty. It was petty and wrong. Right. All right. Let's keep it moving. This one is called The White Wolf. Girl, why is the wolf white? I'm scared. What are you about to do? Okay. The timber wolves around French Creek had gotten out of hand. Who wrote this book? Them things got out of hand. Okay. There were so many wolves, and the farmers could not stop them from killing their cattle and sheep. Not the sheep, maybe the cattle, because like they'll eat that. You know what I mean? Make a good old hamburger, a good old thick up steak. Is that made out of cattle? I don't know. But the sheep, why you gotta kill the sheep? Oh my god, don't kill nothing. Just stop. Oh my god, can't you eat berries? Don't fox eat berries? No, wolves. Oh wait, foxes and wolves are different. Never mind. So the state put a bounty on them. It would pay a hunter $10 for every wolf pelt he turned in. Girl, no. I mean, like, get your money, but like, must we solve everything with violence? Just put him in a cage, girl. Put him in a cage. Send them to their uncle house, like a farmer did to Jennifer. Anyway, a butcher in town named Bill Williams, not Bill Williams. Oh my God, what a name! Thought that was pretty good money. He stopped working as a butcher and started killing wolves. He was good at it. Every year he killed over 500 of them. That's disgusting. Can you imagine 500 wolves just okay. All right, that's disgusting. Bill, get yourself together. I know a therapist you could talk to. Anyway, he was good at it. Every year he killed over 500 of them. That came to more than $5,000. He is rich. Oh girl, he could pay for a whole half week at college. It was quite a bit of money in those days. After 4 or 5 years, Bill had killed so many wolves, there were hardly any left. Girl, Bill, stop, stop. Bill, you are getting carried away. Now we don't got no wolves because of you. Girl, Bill, if you don't get back to being a butcher, we don't. Somebody says stop. Somebody says stop, Bill. I'm dying. Bill, girl, get back to being a butcher. Girl, we need you. No, we don't know how to cut. We do not know how to cut our own tenderloins, sis. We need you, honey. Get back in there with the pigs and all this other stuff you butchering. The fox don't need that no more. After 4 or 5 years, Bill had killed so many wolves, girl. There was not many left in the area, so he retired. Thank God. Woo. Um, he vowed to never harm another wolf because wolves had made him rich. Right, the wolves are fed up. They're like, "Girl, you done slaughtered us and made money off of us." That is called colonialism. Now we need either a truce, sis, or reparations. Then one day, a farmer reported that a white wolf had killed 2 sheep. He had shot it and hit it, but the bullets didn't have any effect. Okay. Soon the wolf was seen all over the countryside. Girl, that wolf was on vacation. Girl, that wolf was just trying to get us a bite to eat, girl. She was traveling the world all around the countryside. And she just needed some food, girl. A little sheep ain't gonna hurt you. Anyway, um, that sheep was all over the countryside, killing and running. Okay, that's not good. But nobody could stop it. One night, it came into Bill's yard. If that wolf only knew what Bill had done just a year earlier. Woof, child. It came into Bill's yard and killed his pet cow. Hold up, question. Bill, Bill, Bill. Who who said you could get a pet cow? Who? I'm sorry, a pet cow? Does that cow know what you do for a living? You cut up his friends for the townspeople. You cut up his friends for the townspeople, sir. And so now you got a pet cow, and you're gonna be all upset, I'm sure, that this white wolf killed your pet cow, like you killed all his family. Look at this time. Look at this foolishness. Bill forgot about his decision never to harm another wolf. Conveniently forgot about it. Okay, Bill. He went into town the next morning and he bought a young lamb for bait. There's too much killing going on in this. Like, too much dead animals. I can't do it. Girl, so he bought this little cute little lamb. Ain't know what was about to go down. And he bought it for bait. He took it out into the hills and tied it to a tree. Come on. What is going on? Too much violence. Oh, girl, let me just catch my breath. Then he backed off about 50 yards and sat down under another tree. With his gun in his hand, he waited. When Bill didn't come back, his friends started looking for him. Finally, they found the lamb. It was still tied to a tree. It was hungry. Yeah, like check on the lamb, girl. The lamb ain't do nothing to be doing it, like being all of at the center of all this tomfoolery. Get the lamb some food. It was hungry, y'all, but it was alive. Then they found Bill. He was still sitting against another tree, but he was dead. His throat had been torn open. To me, it kind of sounded like he got what came to him. You know what I mean? Like Bill was doing the most. Anyway, child. But there was no sign of a struggle. His gun hadn't been fired, and there was no tracks on the soil around him. Okay. As for the white wolf, it was never seen again. Oh my God, where that white wolf at? Where the white wolf at? No, because I got to talk to the white wolf too. I need to talk to Bill, the white wolf, the lamb, girl, the townspeople. Girl, I need to talk to all the cows that were butchered. Girl, I need to talk to all the sheep. What's going on? I don't understand. That wolf, that wolf said bye, vanished. Okay, so I'm confused. All right, so oh my gosh, a lot to unpack here. Okay, so this story began with a whole bunch of yeah. This is a, I think this, yeah, right. Thank you so much for who was that? The Charles. Yeah, thank you. Because I think this particular story was meant for vegans. I think this is a vegan scary story. Oh my God. I think this is I can't even do this. I think this was a vegan scary story because literally every like sentence is about just slaughter of another animal. And so, the town was first complaining about a bunch of wolves. And this is really okay, so maybe this is all a good thing. You know what I mean? Because they was complaining about a whole bunch of wolves. And then the city was like, listen, we don't know what to do about these dang wolves. They're eating up everybody's sheep and cow. And so, like, let's do a little contest. If y'all kill a wolf, girl, go ahead and kill that joint. We'll give you $10 whole, and then you can go and then you can go pay off 0.01% of your credit card debt. Then, if you kill a bunch of them, we'll keep giving you money. So Bill was over at the just butchering away them cows, girl, making sure y'all got your sausages and your pig. I guess there were pig too. If there's pigs and if there's cows, there's probably pigs too, right? It'd be kind of a boring job if he was just chopping up cow all day. But anyway, Bill was like, okay, just chopping away. Here's your sausage, girl. Here's your steak. Here's your whatever. And Bill was like, hold up, what'd you say? What did the county people say over at the city hall? Oh, you can get $10 if I kill a wolf. Oh, girl, I kill stuff all day long. Okay. So he got his gun. He was like, girl, I'm hanging up the butcher stuff gig. Girl, she was boring anyway, didn't pay me nothing. And all of y'all in the town is ungrateful for this craftsmanship that I have developed over the years, butchering cows. And so I'm giving up, girl. I'm gonna go kill these wolves and y'all can go eat dust. Period. So Bill was all in his bag. He was like, I'm about to be in my bag and like not even care, like period, like get money season. So Bill's like, all right, let me get my little rifle or whatever he had. Maybe he was out there with a machete. Anyway, he's shooting all these wolves and he's killing and killing. And I'm pretty sure like he was probably like, I imagine Bill to be like this big old dirty, like stank, sweaty, like huge man, like just huge, who like didn't really have any friends or like talk to people, but he's just like sweaty all the time. Like, why are you sweating, girl? Stanky, right? Stank. I'm pretty sure he was just killing. He's like crazy, and like you can see it in his eyes, like he's just killing wolves all day. And then people was like, wait, what's going on with Bill? Like people walking by, like, what's wait, y'all talk to Bill as of late? Cause he looking a little crazy over there, like shooting wolves but Bill was just trying to get his paper up, like get them coins up, period. He got a new bank account, a little online bank account with a high interest rate, okay, at Bank of America. And he just wanted to get them coins stacked up. Cause everybody else is getting they like livestock ate up. You know what I mean? By all these wolves, and it's like he already knows that that's the economy. Like people just raise sheep and cow, and then they sell it, and that's how they make their money. But Bill saw an opportunity to get his money before everybody else did. So he was like, "Let me just shoot these wolves." But people are worried, like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, the wolves, the count, it goes down. So everybody's like, dang, okay, there was a bunch of wolves like literally last week, and now they all gone. Where did the wolves go? Bill. Wait, Kaylin, I cannot with that comment. Oh my god. So Bill is like, it was Bill. Everybody's like, wait, Bill killed all my wolves. So I'm pretty sure one cute little lady was probably like, oh my god, Bill, is that you? You used to cut my steak. You used to cut my steak up downtown. You might want to go back to doing that. Cause you killing all the wolves, and we need like a few just in case. You know what I mean? Just because I guess we just need wolves. Cause you're gonna mess up the ecosystem or whatever. So you should stop, sir. And so Bill was like, huh, okay. All right, I see. I hear you. I got rich anyway. I got like $5,000 now in the bank. Like, I'm stunting on you hoes. Like, bye. Like, period. Spooky bad. Anyway, also he was like kind of feeling bad because he had killed all these wolves, and the wolves had made him rich, and he was like, oh my god, girl, like, I'm so sorry for killing like literally all your generations of families. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, let's just call it truce. I'll take my bag home while you continue being wolves and that's it. Like, I guess that's all y'all, like, I don't know what your lives entail. Like, you're a wolf. So Bill goes home and is like sitting on his bags of money, eating, I don't know, probably eating like a raw hog, a raw pig, because that's what I imagine him to do. And then a white wolf, of course it had to be white. A white wolf comes to town, girl. She was just on vacation. She thought she was in the south of France. She said, listen, I'm just stopping by and I'm terribly hungry. Can you feed me? Can somebody feed me? Ain't nobody want to listen to the white wolf. Everybody's like, we scared of the white wolf. We're not going to talk to her. The white wolf was like, okay, well, then I'm just going to have to eat one of your sheep, sis. And so she ate 2 sheep up. And Bill was like, what? What happened? A white wolf came and ate your sheep up? Hold my purse. He goes to get his rifle, forgets about this truce, because that's colonialism for you when you're hungry for money. He forgot about the truce he made with the wolves, girl, and he went right back out and tried to set a trap. He even tried to, girl, he took a cute little lamb and baited the lamb and tied the lamb up. What that lamb do to you, sir? Tied the lamb up to a tree in the woods, and he sat in the woods. And this is what he gets too for doing that. The lamb went free, was a little bit hungry, as you would be if you were a lamb tied to a tree. The lamb was a little bit hungry when all Bill's friends, apparently, it said Bill's friends. What friends Bill got? It says his friends started looking for him. Girl, I really doubt that. Anyway, girl, Bill was sitting down with his little rifle, girl, waiting for this white wolf to come up to this lamb and eat the lamb. But little did he know that white wolf was cruising for some human flesh, sir. So I guess, I don't know. I guess that wolf flew. The wolf must have flew right to homeboy's neck, okay, and took chomp, right out of Bill's neck. He said, girl, listen, all I want is a neck bone, period. That's all I want. That's all I've been craving. So chomp. And I guess Bill just sat there like, girl, what am I supposed to do now? Like, my neck is out. My neck is done for. Like, she's gone. She's slaughtered. My neck is missing. Like, girl, I'm speechless, literally, because I have no neck, like, to talk. So Bill just sat there and died. And his friends came and was like, oh, girl, what's this lamb? Like, why is this lamb tied up to a tree? Fed the lamb. They turn around, girl, and Bill's sitting down with his little gun in his lap. Like, he finna take a school picture, sis. Gun in his lap. A freaking no neck, no neck type tees, and I'm pretty sure his mouth was like that's really how Bill was looking with no neck in the middle of the woods, and that's what you get. That's what you get, Bill. All right, what y'all think about that story? That story was kind of scary. DeWolf said, "I don't know this man. I'm so sad to this man." I mean, he sat right on that chair like a full course meal. He said he thought he was putting that lamb up for bait. He would put himself up for bait. No, no throat tings, period. Someone said LMAO. Bill, I'm dead at y'all's comments. Oh my God. No Neck Bill. And that's how he got the nickname No Neck Bill. Anyway, the next story is called The Haunted House. One time, a preacher, oh God, that's scary. A preacher? Preachers are scary if you ask me. One time, wait, I have to tell this story real quick of The Read. Okay, so The Read is a podcast. They're really funny. Kid Fury and Crystal are the hosts of the podcast. They have a new TV show out. It's on FAQS. Anyway, today they was talking about how Kanye West, or yesterday rather, because the shows come out on Friday. On Fridays, they were talking about how Kanye went to was it Howard University for homecoming, and they were talking about how he did like a sermon sort of situation, and how Kanye they were like, we think Kanye wants to be a preacher, and it was just funny the way that Kid Fury had described Kanye. So he was like, so Kanye was Kanye strode up in Howard University this past weekend, and looking like a Whole Foods bag, and that took me out. The Whole Foods bag, because he do look like he does dress like a Whole Foods bag. Like, he really does dress like a Whole Foods bag. Like, that's what Yeezy's brand is. It's like just the closed version of a Whole Foods bag. Like, I fell out when he said that. Anyway, a Whole Foods bag is that green. It's literally a Whole Foods bag, but like that's Kanye West's vibe. Anyway, the haunted house. Here we go. One time, a preacher went to see if he could put on what? What is this preacher? One time, a preacher went to see if he could put a haunt. Oh, a haunt to rest. I thought he was like trying to go out and haunt people. I was like, hold up, this doesn't make no sense. Okay, all right, we got this. We got it now. One time, a preacher went to see if he could put a haunt to rest at a house in his settlement. Settlement, girl, what is this? 1812? Settlement? Girl, this smells of colonialism. Anyways, the house had been haunted for about 10 years. About 10 years ago, y'all was counting. Girl, this house started being haunted about like 10 years ago. Like, what? Anyway, several people had tried to stay there all night, but they always would get scared out by the haunt. This sound like The Thing or whatever that this sound like that other story where the head fell right on out of the chimney, girl, and that dog was singing. We don't want no part to that story in here. So the preacher took out his Bible and went to the house. He went on in. It literally says he went on in. I'm dead. Who wrote this book? And he went on in, built himself a good fire, and lit a lamp. Whoa, girl, that's scary. He lit a lamp. He lit a lamp and a good fire. Wow. Sat there reading the Bible. Okay, that's a full sentence. That is, sat there reading a Bible. Okay. Then just before midnight, he heard something start up in the cellar. Girl, that's just the wine, girl, twirling around. Then just before midnight, he heard something start up in the cellar, walking back and forth, back and forth. Then it sounded like somebody was trying to scream, and he got choked off. What? Girl, what is happening in the cellar? Then there was a lot of thrashing around and struggling. And finally, everything got quiet. The old preacher took up his Bible again. Okay, so now he's an old preacher. I was picturing like a young, like Brad Pitt in like 1990, you know what I mean? He got his Bible again, but before he could start reading, he heard footsteps coming up the cellar stairs. Girl, he sat watching the door to the cellar, and the footsteps kept coming closer and closer. He saw the doorknob turn, and when the door began to open, he jumped up and hollered, "What do you want?" The door shut back easy, and there wasn't a sound. The preacher was trembling a little bit, but he finally opened the Bible and read a while. Then he got up and laid the book on the chair and went to mend the fire. Then, girl, can we just get the story? You know what I mean? Like, let's move it on a little bit. Then the haunt started walking again, and step, step, step up the cellar stairs. I think I was supposed to like stomp. I think it was like onomatopoeia, but like live action type tease. Anyway, just imagine me stomping. I can't really stomp. I got a carpet underneath me. Anyway, child. The old preacher sat watching the door. See, this is what y'all really think God coming to save you in situations like this, but no, girl. Your 2 feet will save you. God gave you them 2 feet, girl. Get up on them things, hop through the window, girl. Get a fire, like light something on fire, girl. Throw it at the cellar door, girl. What are you doing? Reading the Bible? Like reading the Bible ain't gonna stop this thing coming up from the cellar. Like, girl. Anyway, stomp, stomp, stomp up the cellar stairs. The old preacher sat watching the door, saw the doorknob turn and the doorknob open. It looked like a young woman. Hold up now. Hold up now. We're about to go down. It looked like a young woman. Pretty woman coming up from the cellar. Pretty woman. He backed up and said, "Who are you? What do you want?" It's like not everybody wants something from you, preacher man. Girl, just let her. Maybe she was just let her be. You're not even supposed to be in the house. You are not even supposed to be in the house. This is probably her house. Talking about, I'm going to go in there and read the Bible to get the horn away. Girl, this is not your house. Talk about, what do you want? What do you want? I want you to get out of my house, sir. That's why I came up out of the cellar to tell you. Anyway, the haunt, I don't appreciate them calling her the haunt now. Anyway, the haunt sort of swayed like she didn't know what to do. Then she just faded out. The old preacher waited and waited. And when he didn't hear any more noises, he went over and shut the door. Wait, did she go back down? Like, I'm confused. Anyway, she went back down the steps, I guess. He ain't hear no more noises, so he shut the door. He said, "Good night." He was sweating and trembling all over. But he was a brave man. Y'all can hear the music? Anyway, and he was a brave man, and he thought he'd be able to see it through. So he turned his chair to where he could watch, and he sat down and waited. It wasn't long before he heard the haunt start up again, slowly. Step, 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 step. Closer and closer. Step, step, step. And it was right at the door. The preacher stood up and held his Bible out before him. Girl, put your Bible. Girl. So you mean, girl, next time I see like a bug or something, a spider, girl, and I'm scared, I'm just gonna hold my Bible out. The power of Christ compels. Like, no, girl. No, that physical Bible. Girl. Anyway, he held that Bible out before him. Then the knob slowly turned. Maybe you should lock the door, sir. Like, is there a lock on the door? It sounds to me like you want this to keep happening. Or just burn the house. Like, get the house. Anyway, never mind. Girl, he held that Bible out and the doorknob turned wide open. This time the preacher spoke quiet like. He said, in the name of the Girl, ready? In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, who are you and what do you want? The haunt came right across the room, straight to him, and took hold of his coat. It was a young woman, about 20 years old. Her hair was torn and tangled. Girl, ain't that a demon breast can't fix? Tangle teaser, have you heard of her? And the flesh was dropping off her face. Girl, it's called a sheet mask. You put it on, you can put it in the refrigerator, and you can put it on your face, girl, and it'll fix that right on up, girl. Yeah, like you can go. There's like a K beauty situation, like a Korean beauty store, like you can go to, like Satin Girl, because I know that flesh hanging off your face can be fixed up. The flesh was dropping off her face, so he could see the bones and part of her teeth. That is disgusting. She had no eyeballs, so you mean to tell me she ain't got no eyeballs? And she came right to him, like no kind of, she ain't need no GPS system to get to him. Anyway, but there was a sort of blue light way back in her eye sockets, and she had no nose to her face. Okay, so she walking around with no nose, no eyes, tangled hair. It's like, girl, you might want to just stay in the cellar. Anyway, I'll throw down like a few sheet masks, a tangle teaser, girl. Anyway, then she started talking. It sounded like her voice was coming and going with the wind blowing it. Wait, what? She told how her lover had killed her for her money and buried her in the cellar. Oh, he did what to you, sis? She said if the preacher would dig up her bones and bury her properly, she could rest. She sound like she needs some rest. Girl. Then she told him to take the end joint of the little finger from her hand and to lay it in the collection plate at the next church meeting. Hold up. Did I read that right? Then she told him to take the end joint of the little finger from her left hand and to lay it in the collection plate at the next church meeting. Now, what does Mr. Old Preacher look like taking a whole bone joint to the church and putting it in the collection plate? No, girl. No. I would have said, girl, I could put your bones. Like, you asked me to put your bones in the dirt and like bury you so you could rest. I'll do that. But I'm sorry, I can't take your fingers to church, girl. I'm so sorry. That's disgusting and nasty. See, you might be dead, girl, but I'm still alive. And over here, we don't do things like that. So I'll put you to rest or whatever. Girl, I'll give you a cute little prayer. I am a preacher. I am ordained and whatnot, and I'll give you what you need on that end of the deal. But if you want me to take off your pinky fingers, then that's a different story, lady. Can we work out a deal or something? She wants him to take off her little pinky finger to put in the plate at the next church meeting. And that's how he'd find out who murdered her. I don't know. I guess when he puts the finger in the darn plate, it's gonna somehow tell him who murdered her, even though she herself could have told him, slash already did tell him that her boyfriend did it. So like he could just be like, girl, like let me, what's his name? Like we don't gotta do this whole ritual. Anyway, and she said, if you come back here once more after that, you'll hear my voice at midnight, and I'll tell you where my money is hid. Girl, stop playing all these games. Where's the money at and who killed you, girl? And let me put you to rest so I can be on my merry way. Got me out here reading Bible verses at midnight. And you can give it to the church. Oh, okay. That's a real incentive there. You can find the money, not keep it for yourself, but give it to the church. Girl, okay. The haunt sobbed like she was tired, and she sunk down towards the floor and was gone. The preacher found her bones and buried them in the graveyard. He went to work. The haunt sobbed. Wait, we read that already. Girl, he gonna keep that money for himself, somebody said. The next Sunday, the preacher put the finger bone in the collection plate. And when a certain man happened to touch it, why would they touch it? That's disgusting. Y'all are nasty. Y'all need to, that's not up to code. Y'all need to do something about that. That needs to be in the church news or whatever. Like, y'all putting dead fingers in the, never mind. Anyway. Whew, child, could have been me. The man jumped up. When a certain man touched it, it stuck to his hand. The man jumped up and rubbed and scraped and tore at that bone, trying to get it off. Then he went to screaming, like he was going crazy. Well, he confessed to the murder, and they took him to jail. I'm sorry, what? So he just gonna confess to murder just right there, just on, like, he could have been like, no, girl, I don't know what this bone is doing on my finger, girl. I don't know what's going on, girl. Y'all can help me figure it out, but that's the end of my story. And if the preacher was like, well, last night, girl, last weekend, I was talking to your dead girlfriend. She haunted me while I was in that house over there. And she was like, girl, if you put my bone into the collection plate, you'll find out who killed me. Then everybody would be looking like, okay, preacher man, you are crazy. You talking about a spirit reached out to you and said, put a bone in a collection plate? You're crazy, and we're taking away your I don't know, what is it? Holy license, spiritual license or something, whatever it's called. And then he would have just got off scotch free, but no, he decided to just be like, yeah, girl, I did it. I would take him to jail, and so they took him to jail. Anyway, whoo, child. After the man was hung. Oh my God, not the man being hung. After that man was hung, the preacher went back to the house one midnight. He's looking for that money. Gold digger, what you gonna do? Hey, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she is. And the haunt's voice told him to dig under the what, girl? The hearth rock? What is a hearth rock? I don't know what that is. Anyway, child. He did, and he found a big old sack of money. Big old sack. Big booty, big old sack. Big old sack of money. And where the haunt had held on to his coat, the print of the bony fingers was burned right into the cloth. Not my good coat. Girl, you could have touched this dirty, raggedy shirt that I thrifted from 10 years ago, but not my good coat. Anyway, I guess I'll buy a new one with this new money that you just made me find. Anyway, it never did come out. That better not be the end of the movie, end of the story. Oh my God, that's the end of the story. Oh my God, that's the end of the story, y'all. So what y'all think about that story? Because um, first of all, the motif. Somebody said, I thought she was killed for her money. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, she was killed for her money and buried, but like her money was underneath a rock. So, don't understand that. Anyways, um, somebody said, Casper, don't hurt me. Hot girl summer, trash. I'm calling Sam. Yeah, Sam might know what to do. Sam is very good at doing, being in people's business. Sam is very good at being nosy and being in people's business. Maybe he could figure this out because she was killed for her money by her boyfriend. Her boyfriend killed her and then, I don't know, I guess buried her bones. No, didn't even bury her bones, just threw her bones, just locked her in the cellar and she just died in her cellar. So she must have had no friends. So you telling me Bill Williams, who was killing all these foxes and butchering up everybody's cows and stuff, had tons of friends who came looking for him after he was lost in the woods for like a day, probably. Bill had all his friends come find him, but ain't nobody come find this girl who was locked in the cellar. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. So ain't nobody went to think to go down into the cellar and see if this girl had died. And it don't make no sense that she would have a lot of money and no friends. You had to know somebody to get that money. Like you just was making fake money unless you counterfeit, sis. That's probably the real twist of the story. She went and made this man. She probably wasn't even murdered. She probably just, I don't know. She just probably just died naturally, girl. She probably just died naturally in the cellar, girl. And she was like, for fun and giggles, I'm gonna haunt people who come in this house because I don't got nothing else to do in the afterlife. And so she wanted to haunt this preacher, and she was like, I'm gonna come up with this whole stupid scheme. I'm gonna pretend like somebody murdered me, and I'm gonna ask this man to do a riddle. Okay, so you gotta take my finger, girl. Take my pinky. Yeah, and you're gonna go down to church and you're gonna put the pinky in the collection plate. It's gonna get attached to some man. That man murdered me. No, full and well, she ain't getting murdered in the first place. He does what she says. This man's hand, he goes to the collection plate, and it's like, first of all, were you digging? Why was you digging all up in the collection plate? This reminds me of 2006 when at my church we got robbed. Somebody robbed our collection plate. It was like out on the thing or whatever because the church would be open like after church was over so that people can come in and pray on their own time and stuff. And it was a little plate. If you wanted to donate to the church, you would put it on a little plate and then you would go into the church. You would sit down and kneel and pray or whatever. And so there's a little bucket full of money, girl, just like they have at, a store for like tips or something. People was putting mad money in there. Somebody robbed us. Somebody robbed Mount Zion Church, girl, and they took the bucket of money, and it was on the news. I remember it being on the news. So it's just like to me, it seemed like, why would you be putting your hand all up in the collection plate so that you touch this bone that gets attached to you? You put your money in it and you go. You don't dig all up in it with your fingers. Anyway, that's what he get, I guess, for digging all up in it. Ain't nobody asked you to do that. Anyway, who robbed the church? Right. I don't know, but that's the thing. Nobody would expect it. So he just freely robbed the church. Anyway. Girl, this story just doesn't make any sense. And then she comes back, or the preacher goes back and is like, homeboy goes to jail, the preacher goes back to the house. Homegirl says, if you come back, you're gonna hear my voice and I'm gonna tell you where the money is hid is underneath this hearth rock. HEARTHROCK. It's one word. Okay, whatever. He goes underneath the rock, boom, a sack of money. Great, love it. But it's counterfeit money, baby. He goes to the McDonald's, tries to get a Big Mac and an apple pie, and they go, hey girl, can we talk to you for a second? And he says, yeah. He says, she says, pull your car around front. The preacher gets out of the car. He goes inside the McDonald's, boom, handcuffs. Police are waiting for him. Where'd you find this money, sir? A ghost gave it to me. Likely story. He's locked up. Now he in jail with the other dude. And now who's laughing? Who's laughing? The ghost. So that's what I think really went down. Ooh, spooky bat. I cannot with y'all. What did y'all think of that story? Counterfeit, jail, right, right, right. Blinded by Satan, right. Try to go in there, try to use his Bible, girl. Try to use that Bible, like the physical Bible, girl. Scam. Someone said it was alright. Way better. Yeah, it seems like the longer ones, the longer stories are better. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying to find like a long one, and then that'll be like the last one for today. Cause girl, we've been up here for almost 2 hours. We've been up here for almost 2 hours. Ooh, girl, we might do this way. Okay, I'm gonna riff off some titles, and y'all tell me which one y'all want to watch. Okay, so there's one called "The Wind," or read rather, or listen to. Girl, this is like an audiobook, sis. There's one called "The Wendigo." I don't know, girl. The Wendigo. Or no, is it the Wendigo? Yeah, the Wendigo. There's pictures of footprints and stuff. I don't know, kind of creepy. Oh my god, there's one called "The Dead Man's Brains." Someone said, "The heck is a Wendigo?" There's one called "The Dead Man's Brains." There's one called "May I Carry Your Basket?" There's one called, let's see, "The White Satin Evening Gown." God, I thought they was going to say the white satin head scarf. Girl, I'm like, that's keep the moisture in, girl. That ain't that scary about that. Which one should we do? Or do y'all have any suggestions? I forgot that y'all tried to send me. Do y'all have any scary stories that y'all want to send in to Will on a Whim right now for me to read? Y'all like the Wendigo. We'll do the Wendigo if because I remember I asked y'all to send me some scary stories that if y'all wanted me to read a scary story, you could send it into my DMs at _ Will on a Whim on Instagram. And so I'm gonna go check my DMs real quick and see if there's any scary stories. And I cannot believe this flashlight from Dollar Tree is holding up for 2 whole hours. Anyway, child. It don't look like y'all really sent me any stories. I don't see no kind of stories. No kind of scary stories in here. Y'all got a scary story y'all want me to tell that y'all know of on the internet? Maybe I'll just look up like because I feel like these are like children's scary stories. You know what I mean? Somebody said do Wendigo. Okay, I'll do Wendigo. Oh my god, I got fairy lights, and they were pretty good. Yeah, these things holding up. I'm gonna do Wendigo. Maybe like closer to Halloween, we'll do like conspiracy theories or something. All right, let's see. I see some of y'all like asking me to do certain things in my DMs. Let me see. It sounds like y'all want Wendigo though. Okay, Wendigo. Let's do that one. That was the longest one, to be honest. I gotta find it again. Ooh. On a scale of 1 to 10, how spooky has October been for you so far? Like, are y'all feeling in the mood? Like, I feel like last year, it was like I was seeing everybody do like crazy costumes and people were just all in the spirit. But now it's like, I don't see that happening. Okay, we got the Wendigo. Somebody said a big fat 0, not -9, not 0.1, girl, not 1/10. 3. Negative 12. 7. It's been a 3. I'm gonna really try to help spook it up. Like this is one. Boo. I'm gonna really try to spook it up because like I feel like we need to spook it up a little bit. I want to throw a Halloween party. I'm gonna throw a Halloween. Well, I mean, for like, yeah, maybe I'll throw like a Halloween party. But girl, next week we still gonna be doing Halloween themed stuff, girl. And like, oh my god, this is like the last week of October, right? What's today? I mean, like last live of October. Like the next live. Woo, child. This thing going by fast. But I'm gonna really try to spook it up. Even if I have to go live on Instagram like a few times before October is out, I just want to spook it up. Like, let's make spooky treats and have like spooky crafts and girl, and let's like make Halloween costumes and like let's do it. Period. We could carve a pumpkin. We could do all types of stuff. But anyway, okay. Girl, I need some spooky drink right now because like my mouth is dry, girl. I've been talking for the whole hour and 40 minutes. Ooh, spooky bat. No, that's not. That's weird. Ooh, spooky bat. Spooky bat. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready for this last one? Here we go. This is really scary and really spooky. Are y'all watching this with your lights off? Or are you watching it in a bright old room? Hello? Who's there? Girl, don't you come up out that cellar. You stay in that cellar, girl. Y'all watching with your lights off? Your little dim lights. All right, here we go. The Wendigo. A wealthy man wanted to go hunting. Who does sound like? A wealthy man wanting to go hunting. That sound like Bill. It sound like Bill after he killed all them wolves and got all that money. And he heard of a white wolf back in town. Bill, if you don't sit your butt down, well, you don't got no choice now. Your throat is going. I'm so sorry to that man. A wealthy man wanted to go hunting in a part of northern Canada. Oh, snap. We don't go there. We only go to southern Canada, where few people had ever hunted. He traveled to the trading post and tried to find a guide to take him, but no one would do it. It was too dangerous, they said. Finally, he found an Indian. Oh gosh. This gotta be pre-Twitter and pre-common sense. Although, like, do we have common sense? Modern day common sense? No, we don't. Anyway. Finally, he found an Indian who needed, I don't like even saying that. Finally, he found somebody, girl, who needed money badly. And he agreed to take him. The person's name was DeFago. I'm sorry, what'd you just say? His name was DeFago. They made camp in the snow near a large frozen lake. Come on, Elsa. That's Elsa's work right there. Y'all gonna pay respect to Elsa, period. For 3 days, they hunted, but they had nothing to show for it. The third night, a windstorm came up. They lay in their tent, listening to the wind howling and the trees whipping back and forth. To see the storm better, the hunter opened the tent flap. Why are you gonna open the tent flap? You know there's lots of wind, okay? Girl, them trees is whipping back and forth. And so, not Trivago, get on out of here with that Trivago comment. That is too funny. Not Hotel Trivago at this tent in northern Canada. Not this special Airbnb experience. Anyway, girl, the hunter opened up the tent flap. What he saw startled him. There wasn't a breath of air stirring, and the trees were standing perfectly still. Yet he could hear the wind howling. And the more he listened, the more it sounded as if it were calling DeFago's name. I'm sorry, can we change his name? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just a little uncomfortable. Oh, God. DeFago. DeFago. I must be losing my mind, the hunter thought. But DeFago had gotten out of his sleeping bag. DeFago, girl, if you don't stay in that sleeping bag, he was huddled in a corner of the tent, his head buried in his arms. What's this all about? The hunter asked. It's nothing, DeFago said. But the wind continued to call him, and DeFago became more tense and more restless. DeFago, it called. DeFag. DeFago! Excuse you. Suddenly, he jumped to his feet and he began to run from the tent. It's cold outside. Did you not hear about that frozen lake? Put some shoes on or something. Don't just jump up and run. You could be hearing things like Sam. But the hunter grabbed him and wrestled him to the ground. You can't leave me out here, the hunter shouted. Then the wind called again, and DeFago broke loose and ran into the darkness. The hunter could hear him screaming as he went. Again and again he cried, "Oh, my fiery feet, my burning feet of fire." Girl, not you singing Standing on the Sun by Beyonce. Anyway, my burning feet are on fire. Then his voice faded away and the wind died down. At daybreak, the hunter followed DeFago's tracks into the snow. Girl, you wasn't gonna go look for your friend at night. Like, that's rude. You just left him? That's wild. You just let him go run away? Ooh, child. Anyway. Girl, at daybreak, where am I? The hunter followed the tracks out to the middle of the lake. Wait, no. At daybreak, here we go. The hunter followed DeFago's tracks in the snow. They went through the woods, down toward the lake, then out onto the ice. Ooh, girl. Out onto the ice. But soon he noticed something strange. The steps DeFago had taken got longer and longer. They were so long, no human being could have taken them. It was as if something had helped him hurry away. The hunter followed the tracks onto the middle of the lake. But there they disappeared. At first, he thought that DeFago had fallen through the ice, but there wasn't any hole. Girl, there's like a really weirdly long space between any and hole. And so I guess that's how I'm supposed to say it. But there wasn't any hole. Then he thought that something had pulled him off the ice and into the sky. But that made no sense. Right, okay, I wish Sam had this kind of sense. As he stood wondering what happened, the wind picked up again. Ooh, girl, get off the ice. Unless you got them skates on, girl, you need to get off the ice, honey. Soon it was howling as it had the night before. Then he heard DeFago's voice. It was coming from up above. And again he heard DeFago screaming, "My fiery feet, my burning feet!" But there was nothing to be seen. Now the hunter wanted to leave the place as fast as he could. Girl, I can only imagine homeboy like somebody say, "Is it itchy?" I'm crying. Girl, is you itchy, girl? That ain't nothing but a little bit ass his foot, girl. You can fix that right on up, girl. I only imagine the hunter like on the ice, like trying to run away, but like staying in one place like a cartoon character, just like trying to get out, trying to get out the ice, but that boy's stuck, honey. Anyway, the wind picked up again. Soon it was howling, my fiery feet, my fiery feet, but there was nothing to be seen. Now the hunter wanted to leave the place as fast as he could. He went back to camp and packed. Girl, what you packing up? Like the tent? Like just go. And then he left some food for DeFago. Right, because DeFago's gonna come back and be hungry. You're leaving, sir. He left some food for DeFago. And he started out. Weeks later, he reached civilization. The following year, he went back to hunt in that area again. He went to the same trading post to look for a guide. The people there could not explain what had happened to DeFago that night, but they had not seen him since then. Maybe it was the Wendigo. Maybe it was the Wendigo, one of them said, and he laughed. It's supposed to come with the wind. Not the Wendigo. Oh my God. It's supposed to come with the wind. It drags you along at a great speed until your feet are burned away. And more of you than that. What? It's burned away and more of you than that. I don't get that last part of the sentence, but okay. Then it carries you into the sky and it drops you. It's just a crazy story, but that's what some of the people say. They say Indians, but we're not going to do that. I just feel like that's a colonial sort of like word. Uh, unless you're actually like, they're in Canada. They're not in India. You know what I mean? Anyway, a few days later, the hunter was at the trading post again. Girl, if you don't go home, like give it up. Somebody came in and sat by the fire. He had a blanket wrapped around him, and he wore his hat so that you could not see his face. The hunter thought there was something familiar about him. He walked over and he asked, "Are you DeFago?" The person didn't answer. "Do you know anything about him?" No answer. He began to wonder if something was wrong. If the man needed help, but he couldn't see his face. "Are you all right?" he asked. No answer. To get a look at him, he lifted the person's hat. Then he screamed. There was nothing under his hat but a pile of ashes. A pile of what, sis? Girl, wait. You said there's nothing under his hat but a what? A pile of what? Ashes. Let me tell you how this don't make no sense. You saw a person, a human being, with a human being's physical form come in and sit by the fire. They were cold. They had a hat on. You couldn't see their face. So you decided to invade their privacy and go, "Hey, girl, are you DeFago?" Leading question. That's called a leading question, girl. Are you DeFago? You are DeFago. Like, you were basically like projecting onto him his identity. Like, he's not DeFago. Like, or maybe he was. I don't know. But You just went up to him asking him if he was the Fago. You could have very politely said, "Hey, how are you? My name is Hunter," because you don't got no other name. That's just they just say Hunter, girl. But Hunter also was a name, so like whatever. You could have said hi, like, "Hey, girl, like I have some shoes for you," or like I got another blanket if you need that. Like you could have started off the conversation a little bit different. You came at him all kinds of like sideways. Are you the Fago? Like, sir, this like sir, this is Wendy's. Like, get out of here. Like, move. Anyway, then he goes, "Are you all right?" Like asking all these condescending questions. Like, "Are you all right?" Because he ain't answer him. So it's like now something's wrong with him, wrong with this person that he thinks is the Fago because he didn't answer him. First of all, you are a stranger. Nobody is obligated to respond to your random harassment, girl. Like now you think he's crazy because he didn't respond to you, and now you're like getting all riled up. Are you all right? You didn't answer my first question. Are you the Fago? You need help? Man is entitled, right? Man is clearly entitled, and this other man is clearly, or person, whoever, is clearly not to be bothered. They're cold. They just came out of God knows what, like that wind in that icy lake told me that y'all live in the tundra, so it's the Arctic tundra, and therefore it's like, girl, leave him alone. Like he's just trying to warm up by the fire. Whew, girl. And then he goes, and then he has the audacity to touch this man. He goes, "Okay, well, since you don't want to answer my question, I'm going to take off your hat." Don't you ever take off nobody's hat. I have a hat on right now. You see that? I know y'all. I know you see that bat signal too, girl. Don't you come up to me and snatch my hat off. Girl, you never know what's gonna be under there. Today is some cornrows, but it could be anything. So don't be going looking for something that you don't want to find. Two, and then it's a pile of ashes. So that's what I'm talking about. Like that don't make no sense because like this man came in and it was a physical person, human being form, and he's sitting there talking to it. And then you pick up the hat and it's ashes. Like you couldn't figure out that you was talking to a pile of ashes. Whoo, child. Like you could not, you couldn't use your own eyes, girl, to look at the fact that you was talking to a pile of ashes. Somebody said it was lice. It said that's what it said, girl. It said it right here. It says to get a look at him, he lifted the person's hat. Then he screamed. There was nothing under the hat but a pile of ashes. Not even a person. So what I'm like not anymore. If I, like, is it just what there was some like little there was some ashes on his head, or was the whole thing just a pile of ashes? I don't get it. Maybe he just has like a little bit of ashes underneath his hat. Like we don't know. Maybe he like uses his hat by like he forgot and like was smoking a cigarette or something, girl. And he was like using his hat as the ashtray, and he just put that joint back on by accident. You know what I mean? Somebody said he needs to get new contacts, right? Because first of all, it's like why you need to go all the way up to northern Canada to hunt? Like that's your problem in the first place. You don't need to hunt, and also it's like why did you go back? Y'all are y'all on that. Y'all got big Sam energy because like Sam said. Sam was like, "Oh my god, oh okay, I think I saw something in the turnip field, and it we definitely saw something. We saw it twice, girl." And it just slithered back into the field. Let's go. They leave, but Sam was like, "Hold up, wait, no, let's go back." Don't go back. Are you kidding me? Oh, child. Anyway, what y'all think about that story? It's all connecting conspiracy. I just want to now. I want to do conspiracy theories. Maybe we'll do this um, like every once in a while. Like on live, we'll just whether it's Halloween or not, sis, like we'll just do a little bit of a conspiracy theory situation. Cause I'm really into it. Like I like connecting dots and like what's going on, like asking the hard questions. The bat. Look at my little spider web thing, y'all. I see that. Isn't that cool? Ooh. We got a little spider web behind us. Ooh. Are y'all spooky? Are y'all spooked? I just been wanting to bring some spook factor to October because ain't nobody been doing this. And so it's like I beg all my favorite creators to just like be spooky, but nobody's listening. Everybody wants to be a couples channel. Like that's the only thing that's popping on YouTube right now. It's like couples channels. And like Shane Dawson. Like that's literally what I feel like is happening to you. YouTube is literally just like Shane Dawson and couples channels, girl. And so I'm just like, that's spooky, but like that's spooky in a different way. That's spooky year round. Like Shane Dawson and couples channels, those things are like naturally spooky. But like I want like stereotypical like ghouls and goblins and vampires and type stuff, kind of spooky. You know what I mean? Someone said October dry like the man in the ad. Right. Dried up ashes. Elf on the shelf. Will, are you doing Vlogmas this year? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. It is October. We don't talk about Vlogmas in October. That's bad luck. I'm kidding. I don't know. Maybe I'll do. I think I'm gonna do Vlogmas, but I'm not finna promise y'all a video every single day. It was real hard last month. I was like stressed out. Trying to get a video out every single day is very difficult. I mean, I could vlog every single day and that'd be like pretty easy to do. But to make the videos that I make with all the editing and stuff, it's like pretty tiring. Maybe October 2020 will hit better. I hope so. I mean, I really want to go. Like, I haven't heard anything about like haunted houses or anything this year. I want to go to horror nights though, like in Anaheim at Disney World or Universal Studios or whatever it is, or like Six Flags. I want to do like something like that. Like I want to be scared. Like I'm not scared. The only thing that's scaring me right now is this bat, and that's not even that scary. There, I said it. I spent $10 on this bat for y'all. I'm not even kidding. I spent $10 on this glow in the dark bat, and she moves around. Ooh. Oh my God. The crazy thing is that I spent $10 on this bat and then also $10 on the batteries. Isn't that so dumb? I spent $20 on this one little bat thing. But I kind of like it. I don't know. It makes me happy. Does it make y'all happy? Isn't money well spent? That's truly the scariest story. When I look at my bank statement, girl, and remember and realize that I spent $20 on this one little bat thing, that will truly give me a fright. Batman. Someone said makes me happy. Not happy feet. Oh, girl. Oh, what was that about? Girl, what was that about? Why did it have to be burning feet in this last story, the Wendigo? So apparently the folklore is that, girl, something called the Wendigo. Isn't that a story? Isn't that like a thing? Is that a movie? The Wendigo? Anyway, the Wendigo is supposed to like, girl, if you are up in northern Canada, I guess this only happens in northern Canada, you better watch out, girl, because the Wendigo will call your name, girl, and you'll just start running out onto the ice like you, Christy Yamaguchi. Is that how you say it? Is that her name? Is that who I'm thinking about? Christy Yamaguchi? Ice skating legend. Anyway, girl, is that how you say her name? Is it Yamaguchi? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Yamaguchi? Yamaguchi. That's her name? Wow, for once my memory does not fail me. I hope that's right. So you're going to run out onto the ice like Mrs. Yamaguchi, girl, and onto the ice, girl, you're going to be saying like your feet are burning. You are on ice, sir. Your feet cannot physically be burning. So get it together, and get back in your tent and your sleeping bag, miss. Oh, maybe that's why. It was like, maybe he was like trying to cool his feet off. That's why he was running out of the tent. Maybe his feet started to burn when he was in the corner of the tent. Remember, they were like, he's in the corner of the tent, and his head is buried in between his legs or whatever. And he's just like whimpering a little bit. DeFago, what's going on, sis? He's like shaking in the corner. And the hunter is like looking at him like, girl, like, is you all right, girl? You okay? DeFago gets up and goes, my feet are burning. So I think he went out into the snow. So that's why he ran onto the ice. Okay. But it's like, girl, you ain't have to run. Maybe if you stood still, like maybe your feet would have cooled off. Punch a hole in the ice, DeFago, stick your feet in there and wait till they cool off. Wait till the wind goes away or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, he ran and the Wendigo snatched him right on up. I'm like a bird. I want to fly away. Okay, DeFago, if you want to be like Nelly Furtado and fly away, girl, have fun. But we told you to sit your behind down at the edge of the lake. Don't go onto the lake, edge of the lake, and stick your feet in. Now you like Nelly Furtado. Just like a bird with burning feet. Now you look crazy and you're dead. And then you came back, I guess, to the trading post and you ended up a pile of ashes. So I guess you should have listened to us in the first place, DeFago. Anyway, also like try some gold bond. Isn't that the thing that Shaq be endorsing? Gold bond. It's for athlete's foot or for like itching feet. You could try a little bit of that. I know you in Northern Canada. I know there's not like a Walmart or something out there. Like just go back to Southern Canada, go to Canada, Quebec, something. Um, girl, just if you have to take a trip over to the States, girl, I'll send you some. Amazon is very extensive. Like they will ship anywhere, girl. If you're in an igloo in the middle of Antarctica, I'm sure that Amazon will get you your stuff, girl, in like a day, tops. So if you got that Prime membership, like we'll get you some Gold Bond, 2-day shipping. And while you're waiting, you can go ahead and watch an Amazon Prime original. Because that's what you get with your subscription service. You can watch exclusive videos on Amazon. And so you can do that while you wait for your Go Bond. Okay, DeFago? Before you get snatched up by the Wendigo and get burnt to a crisp and come back as a pile of ashes. Somebody said, I know, girl, I got Prime too. Y'all, the other day I was really watching Prime. I was watching The Simple Life. Because I'm still obsessed with that show. I'm watching seasons 4. I'm on season 4 now. Which is, I don't like season 4. The Simple Life with Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton. Oh my, I didn't know you were still live. Yeah, we still live, girl. And we still spooky. So I have this music. It's real spooky. It's copyright free, girl. And I don't know. I'm like, should we keep it going? Should we do more stories? What do y'all want? What y'all want right now? I was actually gonna get like some stuff to make like spooky food, but oh my god, we can make spooky food next time. Yeah, what do y'all want to do next time? What did I say we were gonna do? I feel like I had like a list of spooky things that we could do for our lives. Nightmare talk. Oh my gosh. I think we're gonna make spooky food next time. Like I want to make like a graveyard or something, but like make it out of food. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like a dirt pie, but it's like actual food you can eat. Oh my god, nightmares. We were talking about this earlier. A few of my friends in my bay. We were talking about like nightmares that we had. And I've had this nightmare. I don't know if it's really a nightmare or what it is. I think it's like anxiety sort of like manifesting. So right as I'm going to sleep, I think I told y'all this. So right as I'm going to sleep, like sometimes, this doesn't happen often, but it happened twice before. And I was like, that was enough for me to like notice it was happening. But right as I'm going to sleep, I'm like dozing off and I'm like in that sort of like half awake / sleep state where, you know, I'm still sort of like aware, but not really. And like, it's like all of a sudden I'm like transported to this dark tunnel. and I'm aware that it's a tunnel, but I can't really see that it's a tunnel. It's like pitch black dark, right? It's like it's pitch black dark, right? And I'm like walking through the tunnel, and I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking, and I know it's a tunnel, and I don't really see like an end to the tunnel. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? You don't see this situation, like you don't see this at the end. And then it's like I feel the tunnel getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Someone said plot twist was the reason you were there, because no one's worried. Talk to me. I can't read that far. It's a lot. Anyway, I felt the tunnel getting like tighter and tighter and tighter, and I know I'm like getting close to the end of the tunnel, but there's really no like light at the end of the tunnel, so I don't. There's not really an end. But anyway, I go, and the tunnel's getting real tight and tight and tight and tight and tight and tight, and I'm like, oh my god, like like I can't. There's no. Like I can't turn around. My legs are like steadily going, and I'm like trying to like stop this from happening. And I'm going, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like I can't fit into the tiniest, tightest part of this tunnel, but my legs are like still going toward it, and it's like I'm gonna get squished in this like tunnel. Somebody said freaky sleep paralysis. What is going on? And y'all, it literally felt like I was like walking toward death. Like that was so. It was like claustrophobia, I guess. But it felt like I was going to stop breathing, and like I knew I had become aware, like maybe like 5 feet away from the end of the tunnel where there was no opening, but it was like really, really tight and like going to squish me. I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna die. Somebody said maybe you're feeling stressed. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Is like I wasn't really feeling stressed that day, or I didn't have like some lingering anxiety. But it literally felt like I was gonna stop breathing. And I literally do this dramatic thing where I wake up out of my sleep and I go, and I'm like sitting there in my bed, like, what just happened? And it's so scary. Someone said, were you face down on your pillow? No. I literally wake up off my back, which is crazy because I never sleep on my back. Someone said, say Jesus and I'll go away. Okay. Maybe I should sleep with a Bible underneath my bed, like Mr. Preacher Man. Keep a dream journal. I mean, I feel like I pretty much remember a lot of my dreams. I have really, really, really like, what is it called? Like, what's the word am I looking for? I have really colorful, like very detailed dreams. Like there was this one dream where I was in like it felt like a really fake city. It felt like a Hunger Games city or something, like a fake, like not Hunger Games. What's the better one? What's the better? It was like very like advanced. It was like post like what's the word I'm looking for? Dang, I'm like losing all my words. It was like post freaking like Panini, right. Like the music video. Yeah. It was just like that. And we had these like perfect neighborhoods. And I remember at the beginning of the dream, I knew that like the little neighborhood that I was in was the only thing that existed. Like that was just it. That was the limits of existence. It was just this one little neighborhood that I was in. And I was in my living room, and we had a big old floor to ceiling window in our living room that looked out into the rest of the town. And there's just like just like a big old like plot of green grass in front of all of our houses. And our houses like surround this like plot of green grass. And then beyond that is like a street, and then like some buildings that we can't really make out. But we've never really gone to the buildings. And I remember like I was in my living room with a few other people, and we were having like a cocktail party or something. It felt like kind of like Black Mirror, like a Black Mirror house, like perfect house. If y'all ever watched Black Mirror, like you should watch it. It's on Netflix. Anyway, it was really like weird feeling, but I knew it was like safe. And then we were like eating and drinking and like talking, and it was like daytime, like the afternoon sun was high, and we look outside, or I look outside. Everybody else is continuing doing their thing, and I look outside and like I see the dogs like running around mad crazy. Like there's some dogs that like people walk their dogs and they're like perfect, like well-behaved dogs. And then all of a sudden the dogs are like going crazy, like running around, like terrorizing the grass, like flipping over trash cans, all types of like crazy stuff. And the humans were just like, they still had their hands out as if they were like holding the dog's leash, but the dog's leash had slipped from out of their hands. But the humans were like still walking as if they were like walking their dogs, but their dogs were like going crazy. So it was like, what? I was like, what's going on? And I was like looking around the room to see if anybody else was noticing, and nobody else really noticed. And so I was like, that's weird. And so I like went out my house. I went out the house and like tried to see like to get a better look. And then all of a sudden, like all the people behind me started like following me. All the people in my living room at this cocktail party started like following me. And I was like, girl, someone said this seems like a Black Mirror episode. And I was like, why are they following me all of a sudden? Like, this is weird. Like, what's going on? And like the humans outside who were walking the dog also started to like follow me. And I was like, what is going on? I was just coming out here to check out the dogs, girl. I don't know what this is about. So everybody started like walking towards me, and I was like really, really scared because I was like, why are y'all acting this way? I'm like trying to talk to them, like, girl, like, what's going on? Why y'all following me like this? Like, this is weird. So I'm like walking and backing up, and all of the people from my little neighborhood were like coming towards me, and it was like they were robots, like just walking towards me, and I didn't know what they were doing or why. So I was like backing up, and they backed me up to the edge of the street. And remember I said there was a street just beyond our neighborhood, and then behind it was a bunch of like city buildings. And like we always had believed that the city buildings were there just to like offer us a backdrop to our neighborhood. They weren't really like used or real, like people weren't there, like it was just cities in the back, like a city in the background. I don't know. Anyway, I back up to the street, and it's common knowledge that you don't touch the street, that you don't go onto the street, and you don't go past the street. You stay in the neighborhood. Like that was the rule that we all just abided by, and we were totally okay with it. So they backed me up to the edge of the street, and I was like, oh my God, I can't, what are they going to, like, they're coming towards me, and I'm like about to touch the street, and I know I'm not supposed to touch the street. What's going to happen? And so like, they like push me into the street, and I touch the street, and I'm like, oh my God, wait, the street, I can touch the street. Like nothing is happening to me. I thought I would like die or evaporate or something, but no, my feet were like, okay. And then all of the people that were looking at me, their faces started to like melt off skin, and it like revealed that they were robots. And it was so scary, y'all. This is literally all a dream, and I remember having it. I had this like maybe a month ago. Their faces started to melt off like robots, girl. And I was like, oh my God. And so I was like, I'm in a simulation. Like, this is weird. Like, I am the only human being here. The dogs were real. The dogs were real, but like the people turned, like their faces melted, and they were robots. And so I was like, oh my God, I can't go back. I can't just go back into, somebody said peace, well, peace. I can't just go back to my house, even though my house was like perfect and safe and all the things that represented safety to me, and it had food and everything that I needed, but I couldn't go back and be in that neighborhood with these robots. That makes no sense. So I like ran across the street, and I got to the other side of the street, and I was like, oh my God, I felt like I was doing something illegal. I was like, this is illegal. I can't do this. Even though I had never seen like a government official, a police officer, or anything, none of those structures and entities existed in this dream. It was just I felt, and it was common knowledge that this was illegal. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm across the street. This is weird. The city buildings are right there. Like, oh my God, this is scary. What the heck am I gonna do? And so I started walking, like looking around, seeing if anybody had seen me. And then I saw like a girl with a fro. She had a fro on, and she was dressed in like some weird outfit that was like scrappy. It was like different colors. It looked like she had found different pieces of clothes like in the trash and just like put them all together because she just wanted to have clothes on. And she had like this big old fro that was like kind of messed up, and she had like a teddy bear backpack, and she was like running real fast. And I saw her, and I was like, oh my God, what the heck is that? And I ran after her, and I ran after her, and she went behind like some buildings, and behind the buildings was like a river, girl. Oh, not a river, but an ocean. Okay, think like New York City, Hudson River, and it sort of like bleeds out into an ocean. And it was all these like big old boats, like yachts, stuck to the explain what she looked like again. So she had an afro, and she had like different scrappy clothes on. Like she had like a purple shirt on and like orange pants and like two different shoes. Like it looked like she had found all these clothes randomly in like different parts, like different trash cans, and just like put them on her body. And she had like a teddy bear backpack. She had an afro. And she was like, she was black. Anyway, I ran after her, and she led me to this ocean, and there's all these big old like yachts like docked to our side of the land. So she like ran up onto one of the yachts. It was like a huge yacht. Girl, I decided to run after her, and she was like really scared of me. She like wouldn't talk to me. She's like really scared. She saw me coming after her, and she was like really, really scared. So she like hid in the corner, and I like tried to like, I was like, hey girl, like, hi. And she was like really scared. And she started talking. She was like, I don't know what happened at this part. We started talking anyway. We got to know each other really well. And she like let down her guard. She wasn't scared anymore. I wasn't afraid of her. I found her to be like a buoy, sort of like in a sea of like chaos that was happening. I was like, okay, she's like a safety point. Anyway, girl, we were hiding together. She was like, do you have food? Like, do you need any food? She like gave me food out of her little teddy bear backpack. She like made sure I was like eating. She's like, this is how, she's like, I have cans of food like stocked up over yonder, sis. Like, we'll be good for a little bit, but we have to find our way out of here. And I was like, out of here? I didn't even know this place existed or was real before 5 minutes ago. But she was like, it's giver vibes. What's giver? What's giver? The giver? Anyway, she's like, girl, we have to get out of here. Like, I have food stacked up. I have a plan, and I've been trying to get out of here for a while now. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, girl, I guess I'm doing this because I have no other choice. Like, I can't go back to my neighborhood because they all robots, and my house is probably just like, there's probably cameras or something in there. I don't know. I ran off, and I found this girl. We're going to do this thing. We're going to try to bust out of here to somewhere else, I guess. I don't know. Girl, I stand up, and I see a man. I see a man dressed in all black with a black hat on. He was really tall. He was white, and he was really, really tall. And he's like kind of lanky. And he had a clipboard in his hand and like some futuristic cell phone device. And he was talking to this other guy, or maybe it was a woman. I'm not sure. I think it was another guy. It was like a sort of like heavy set guy. And he was like selling him a yacht. He was like selling him a yacht. And so there's like all these yachts lined up, and we were on one of the yachts, me and this girl. And we got so scared. I was so scared, y'all. Someone said maybe describing stereotypes. What? Is the Giver movie actually good? Girl, I don't know what that is. Anyway, y'all. Girl, he was selling yachts to people, and we were on one of the yachts, so I started to pee my pants. Girl, I was like, girl, we gotta get out of here. And I was like getting all riled up, like kind of getting real scared. And she was like, shh, be quiet. And I think the man heard me like moving around because I was like going to get off the boat and like go somewhere else. So the man like heard me, and we locked eyes, me and the man, and he saw me. Oh my god, y'all! The man saw me on the darn boat. I'm gonna watch The Giver. Y'all's making it sound all good. So anyway, the man saw me. He said, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I turned around, and the girl was gone. Old girl had left me. The girl left, y'all. The girl with the afro and the different kind of clothes left. She said, not me today. No. And I remember thinking, like, girl, I would have did the same thing. Like, you good, whatever. Like, I would have left too if somebody was making noise and like trying to, So homegirl left me. She said, not today, hon. Right. And so I'm sitting there like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? The man comes up onto the boat. They find me. And I realized that he's just a regular human being. He's like not a robot. And so he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I live over there. He's like, no, I told him my story. And I was like, I live over there. They turned into robots. The dogs went crazy, girl. I came over here and I hit on this boat. I didn't like give away this girl's, like there was another girl who was like trying to run her or something. I don't know. So I didn't talk about the girl, but I did say that I had run away from robots. He was like, right. Okay, well, stay here. I'm going to come back and I'm going to introduce you to some folks and we're going to get you situated. And I was like, okay, I guess. Girl, the man left with the other guy and the girl came back. The girl with the fro came back and was like, let's go. Let's go, girl. Let's get out of here. She snatched me up and we go running. We run and we run and we run and we run and we run. And what happened after that? We're running, girl. Oh my God. She wants me to jump into the darn ocean. She's like, we have to jump into the ocean. We have to get over there. We have to get to that place right there. And it's like a warehouse on an island, girl. And she's like, we have to get over there. And I'm like, okay, girl. Like, but this man said he was gonna come and meet me back at the yacht, girl, and get me situated. And she was like, he's working for them. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's working for the robots. You idiot. Like the same thing. Apparently the same thing had happened to her where the dog started going crazy and the skin melted off the robot's face and she realized that she was in a simulation on some other side of the, like, whatever this was. And she was like, he's working for the robots or whatever thing that was controlling all of us. And I was like, I don't know who to believe anymore in this little story, but okay. Anyway, girl, we are swimming in the nasty ocean. And we get to this, someone said, oh my God, this is a good dream. I be having some really crazy dreams. I'm not even kidding. I should write these down more often, to be honest, and turn them into stories. But girl, she's like, okay, you have to go. We have to get to this warehouse. So we're swimming and swimming and swimming. And I can't swim, y'all. Like, I'm not that great of a swimmer. And so I'm struggling. I'm like coughing up water. It's so bad. It's salty. It's nasty. And she's just like swimming like she's in the Olympics. And I'm like, girl, can you help me out? So she like comes and she like sort of like puts me on her back and we're like swimming to this warehouse. And we get to the warehouse. Oh my God. We get to this warehouse and like we break through this like digital wall. There's like this digital wall right before the warehouse. And you break through the wall and it's no longer a warehouse. It's like a whole different, it's like a whole different city. It's like regular city. It's no longer like this weird Black Mirror-ish thing. So I think what happened was that we were in a simulation. Like we were being, I don't know what for, but we were like in a simulation. Oh my God, this kind of sounds like what's that show? The Maze Runner? Is that what it's called? We were like being watched or something, and we were like being studied. Is that the movie, The Maze Runner? where they're like in a simulation and they're like locked into a bubble. Oh my god, this is how it was. It was kind of like that sort of concept where we swam to this thing, and outside, like we swam to this warehouse, which took forever. Oh my god. But then when we got to the warehouse, we took a few steps and it was like we went through this like digital wall that was really just, I don't even know, girl. And we went inside that thing and it was just like freedom. We were back in like regular life or something. I don't know. It was so weird. Ready Player One, what's that? Anyway, that's the end of the dream. We were like just back in the regular world. And I was like, what? Then I guess I woke up or just stopped dreaming. It was so weird. It was scary. I wish I could like see in my mind like what it was like, because it was wild. It was so scary. Like the dream, I was feeling real fear. Like when I locked eyes with the man who was selling the boats, I was like so scared. When I saw the faces melt off the robots, that joint was so scary. Girl, it's so weird because it was so real. And it was, oh my God. I just wish I could like be inside my head to see it. The Truman Show, what is that? Some your dream's about to become real soon. That's scary. Could you imagine this is all a simulation? That'd be terrible. Y'all have had some crazy dreams. What kind of dreams have y'all had? I'm gonna bring this. Should I turn on the lights? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I had a nightmare that a clown doll that I never owned started coughing really bad and started coughing up blood. Oh my God. And then it smiled with the razor sharp teeth and then you woke up. That's not good, girl. Someone said, I thought I missed it. We still going, girl. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Someone said, turn the lights on. We want to see you. Okay, I'm going to turn the lights on. Hold on. Oh my God. I was in the dark for like hours. The P-Town, A-Town. Bad signal. Oh my God. Hey, girl. My eyes. Ah. Someone said, yes, you are beautiful. LOL. Y'all, I'm about to eat another cupcake. Can we turn off the music now? Pause. I really put spooky music on for y'all. Bongo lo grillete. I've been listening to a lot of Rose. Should I tell another do I have another dream that's like insane? I usually have like really weird dreams. Spooky. Ah! Oh my God. A skeleton? That is so scary. That is terrifying. I keep thinking I have something on my hands, but it's just the bat. Eating cupcakes too. Ooh. Somebody said, oh, it is cute. Yeah, I'll have to turn this bat thing off because I literally think something's on my hand. I'm like, what is that green stuff on my hand? Oh my God, that is so scary. Frosting gives me headaches. It does. I love frosting. Anyway. Anyways, y'all, I want to find better stories. I'm not gonna lie. I want to find better scary stories. Like longer, more intense, like suspenseful, scary stories. Not those like little tiny little stories that we read. Ew. Purple icing should be illegal. That is so nasty. And then I always eat it. It's like so bitter. Oh my God. That's rude. Why would you put that on a cake? Purple icing is so disgusting. It tastes like acid. Right. Oh my gosh, that's so nasty. Don't you ever in your life give me purple icing. Why does it taste like that? It tastes like something that should not be going in your body. These stories about murders in the deep. Do y'all watch The Read? I mean, do y'all listen to the Friend Zone podcast? They had a little episode not too long ago about Lake Lanier. It's a lake, I think, in Georgia. It's real scary. Bad things be happening on Lake Lanier. And it's a real lake. Like, people go to it and people be dying and stuff. Anyway, the disrespect. Purple ain't even a Halloween color. Who said purple and orange is Halloween, right? Maybe orange and black. I don't know. It's like, yeah, it tastes like medicine. Right, and alcohol at the same time. Y'all are killing me with these comments, like licorice, orange and black, period. Oh my God. Y'all, I can't believe I just am eating this like this. And green, I guess. Orange and black is Halloween. You right, you right. You right, sis. You right. You right. Oh my God. What am I doing for Halloween though? I want to taste taste. So I do want to like throw a Halloween party, and I think we're gonna do that. Bay and I are gonna do like a little Halloween party. I really want to get into it. Like, I love being spooky. I love that whole vibe. Like, I want to just like DIY some spider webs and skeleton cookies or something. Like, I want to just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Pink is also the worst. Yeah, I'm not eating pink. Oh my God. Like, I'm trying to eat the cupcake and not the icing, but it still tastes so nasty. Oh my God. What should I be for Halloween? Because I've been wanting to do like a Halloween hairstyle tutorial or video, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because I feel like when you have natural hair, you can't do but like three things. It's like you're going to be a lion or some iteration of a cat. And it's like, I'm over that. That's so boring. Like, that's literally been done for so long. Or people go as Susie Carmichael, or they do like Snoop Dogg. And I'm like, can we do something else? Maybe I'll do like Marge Simpson or like Dee Dee from Rugrats. Frankenstein, Faux Hawk to be a dinosaur. If you don't stop saying behind you or look behind you, girl, I can see literally behind me in this camera. Like, do y'all not know that I literally see myself? I see myself and my surroundings and behind me. I don't need to literally look behind me. It's right here. They be trying to scare me, but it's first of all, it's not scare. It's not scary. I mean, it's not right. It's not scary. Like, ain't nothing behind me I can see. Everything that's behind me is things that I put there. Y'all think this is scary? Well, like, my plants over there ain't doing nothing to nobody. You should be Medusa. Okay, guys, spam him with foot emojis. Stop. Could you imagine? Oh my God, imagine. What a buzzword. I was thinking about that little girl, Emery, who be cosplaying as Ariana Grande. Or I guess she just loves Ariana Grande. I literally sat and watched a 10-minute compilation of Emery doing whistle tones. She goes, imagine. It's so funny. But she's like, if she really keeps working, she'll be like strong with the pipes, like in her 20s. You should be Amber, like Amber Alert. You should be be Amber, like from the alert. Amber Alert. I wonder why it's called Amber Alert. Hey Siri, why is it called Amber Alert? I found some stuff on the internet. Take a look. I don't want to look at the internet.
Okay, I found this on the web for why is it called Amber Alert. Check it out.
An Amber Alert is a child abduction emergency alert. Okay, we get that, but why? Where's the name come from? Where does the name come from? Oh, it's from a girl named Amber. Oh my God. A girl named Amber probably got kidnapped. That's true. It was started after a girl named Amber got kidnapped. So it's called Amber Alert. That's wild. A girl named Amber in the 90s was kidnapped and murdered. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just finished reading Sula. It took me forever to read, even though it's like a really quick read. It just is Sula by Toni Morrison. Yeah, she died and the law was passed to prevent that. Yikes. It's a sad world. It truly is a sad world. Wow. That's why I'd be like, sometimes this ain't the good place, this is the bad place. Like, if y'all know what I'm talking about, like, this ain't the good place, this is the bad place. Like, it's terrifying. We like be out here hoping and praying that everybody is good, but truly, fundamentally, the worst things be happening on this earth. This is like the bad place. Like Earth, like we be thinking like the structure of this joint is like Earth is in like limbo and then it's like heaven and hell somehow above and below Earth. Like that's I feel like the visual take we have on that, most people. But it's like truly it's like, no, Earth is just the entire bad place and heaven is somewhere else where everybody else is already at. The Messenger on Netflix is the bomb. I'm waiting for season 4. The Good Place. The Good Place is on now. Oh, wait, I don't know what y'all talking about. But anyway, somebody said you sound like my auntie. like from the words that I'm saying, like the concept that I'm spitting, or because my voice literally sounds like your auntie. David makes man is good. What? Somebody said your attitude. Have you seen Schitt's Creek? Yes, I have seen that. I always forget if I've watched it already, and I watch it again, and I'm like, wait, I've watched this, and I literally have watched the entire thing. Like, how many seasons are there? Because I've watched it all the seasons like over and over, like 3 times, because I keep forgetting whether or not I've watched it, and so I'll just go back and I'll watch it again. And I'm like, well, Marty, I did watch this already, but since I'm here, I might as well watch it all again. 5 now on Netflix. I think that's the issue is that I haven't gotten. But no, I feel like I've watched all 5 seasons. It's like where they at the beginning, it's like it's a family they're like really rich, and then they do some bad deals. They lose all their money, and the only thing left to their name is this like place called Schitt's Creek that they bought a town like not too long ago, so they were able to keep Schitt's Creek. But Schitt's Creek is actually like a really horrible place. Like, yeah. And so they're like really poor for a little bit. Imagine. And out. Have you watched Chewing Gum? What's SOS? I do know Chewing Gum though. Michaela Cohen is the writer, and she's very funny. And she literally canceled it. She was like, I'm not coming back. That was really sad. The Good Daughter is really good. I love that description. The Good Daughter is really good. That's how I used to write. That's literally like if we were asked to write a story back in like kindergarten, that's how I would. The Good Daughter is really good. The end. But The Good Daughter is a show and it's really good. Good Girls was so good. Somebody said. I watched Chewing Gum. I'm really like Fleabag and Killing Eve. Those are written by the same person, Phoebe. Her name is Phoebe. We're going to stop this in 10 minutes, y'all. Because I got to go. Do y'all see my nipples? My nipples are literally out. I don't know if y'all noticed. First live stream, and I'm enjoying it. I went to the gym this morning, girl. I did a lot of stuff. I woke up, I put my little list down. I cleaned. I was supposed to like every Saturday I clean my entire apartment, like from head to toe, girl. I clean my entire apartment. Um and usually that's what I spend a lot of time doing because I'm like vacuuming and I'm like cleaning the tub and I'm like organizing my closet, like getting rid of things, like taking out trash, like all that stuff. But I did it last night. I decided to do it last night before I went to bed because I was like, something was off with me. There was like, my energy wasn't aligned. And I think it was because my apartment was messy, like disorganized. And so I cleaned my apartment last night. And so this morning I had all this time to like do other stuff, like just like I had all this free time. So I went to the gym. I did like, I finished up cleaning. I filmed a video, but for Instagram, not for YouTube, which I need to do because Tuesday is coming up and I want to put out a video on Tuesday, period. Russian Doll was also really good. Wow. Sing like a Pringle. What? Anyway, yeah, I put together some outfits and I filmed a little video today for Instagram. So that's going to be real fun. I'm excited to edit that. What time is it? Oh, dang, it's almost 10 o'clock. The coffee shop that I like to go to closes at 10 o'clock. I really want an acai bowl. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff done. I went to Target and I looked at all the spooky stuff because I'm like trying to gather ideas because I do want to host like a dinner, a spooky event where there's like spooky cocktails, spooky finger foods, like a cool little backdrop where you can take pictures, crazy lights, spooky music, and like spooky games. And I want to cook a spooky meal and I want people to dress up spooky. And that's just what I want. That's just what I want. Okay. And so I went to Target today to look at all the spooky stuff. And while I was at Target, I got these spooky cupcakes. Period. And I got this spooky bat thing that projects a bat onto whatever you want. So it says it's late in Georgia. I'm sure this is like 11 o'clock, right? 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's like 11 o'clock in Georgia. 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 Oh, I don't know the words. Does anybody really know the words? Georgia. 12:15. Oh my God. I'm Giovanna. Have a good night. Good night. Georgia. Will, favorite cereal. My favorite cereal is probably Captain Crunch. Even though it's like disgusting. Like thinking about it, like I don't want to eat Captain Crunch. I've had so many Captain Crunch has been on sale in my local grocery store for so long. And every time I go, it's like $1 for like a full box. And I'm like, I want to buy that. But then I always think about it and I'm like, right, same. It hurts my mouth. And it also is like kind of too sweet. And like it kind of makes me want to vomit. But I love it. I'm like obsessed with Captain Crunch. I can eat so much of that. Just out of the box, I can eat it. Someone said, your videos are amazing. Thank you so much, Trudy. Come on, Judge Trudy. Someone said, that's nasty. It's abusive. It gets soggy real quick. I kind of don't care. Like, I love me some Captain Crunch. Not the ones with the balls, berry balls in it. I don't like that kind. I like the one that's just the regular little squares. Captain Crunch, right? Yeah, Captain Crunch. Cocoa Pebbles all the way. I also like Fruity Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles is good, I guess. My mom loves Cocoa Pebbles. That's her joint right there. Cereal and milk. Hey, cereal and milk. The berry balls are lit. I don't like them because it's like, why are you gonna put something that's like hard and square with a circle? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like a sphere. Like I don't get the. It doesn't fit in my mouth well. Peanut butter Captain Crunch. My sister loves that. My sister loves peanut butter. Ew, she likes chunky peanut butter. Do y'all like chunky peanut butter? Ugh. Ew. Chunky peanut butter. Like, why are you eating that? Like, get that out your mouth. Hachi doesn't talk Takis. The chunk. Ew, no, somebody said. My favorite food would have to be. I'm just gonna be lame and say pizza, even though I literally cannot eat pizza. Like I have given up cheese. I'm over cheese. Oh my god, girl, I'm still farting. I'm still farting. Toot toot. Girl, from a caramel macchiato that I had the other day, dairy does not sit well with me. It's so bad. Like it really, really is bad. I drank half of a caramel macchiato. I guess there was like whole milk in there or something. I don't even know. I didn't even mean to get a caramel macchiato. I meant to get a caramel frappuccino. Oh my god. I meant to get a caramel frappuccino. But I was like so flustered because I had a coupon. Because if you know, Safeway is a grocery store, and usually Safeway has a partnership with Starbucks, and so Starbucks are inside of most Safeways. And sometimes on the Safeway app, there's a coupon that you can download that gives you 50% off any Starbucks drink. And so I was like, ooh, here's this coupon. Let me go to Starbucks inside of this Safeway. You can't go anywhere else but this one in Safeway. So I needed to go grocery shopping anyway. So I went to Safeway, went to the Starbucks, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy to use this coupon. Let me get a Starbucks, let me get a caramel macchiato. And I was like, iced. I don't know why I said that. I meant to say a freaking, so to say your nipple hit the bowl. Stop. That was my hand. Girl, I drank that ice. First of all, she was like, caramel macchiato for Will. And I literally get my caramel macchiato. And I'm like, freak, this is not what I wanted because this doesn't look like how I want it because it's not what I wanted. And it's not what I ordered. It's not what I meant to order. So anyway, I'm like, okay, I'm going to drink it anyway because it was only $2 because I had a coupon. So, girl, I drank half of it. And I'm like, oh, this is really good. Like, wow. I get in my car. I drive back home. I get out my car. And I feel a little rumble. A little tumble. A little bit of a gurgle, if you will. A little diddle. A little dawdle. A little tootle. A little tittle. In my stomach. At the bottom of my stomach at that. And I'm like, hold up. What's going on down there? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on over there? A little rumble in the jungle, right? And so I'm like, Curly Paula, not a little diarrhea. I'm crying. Girl, my stomach was like doing the percussion section in a band, a rat-a-tat-tat. And I said, no. I was like, what did I eat? Because I literally have given up cheese. Like I'm over cheese. I'm not doing cheese no more. Like get cheese out of my. I'm over cheese because it just busts me up, and I'm like, I'm tired of this abuse. I'm tired of it. And so I gave up cheese, and I'm like, well, what else have I been eating? I don't drink milk. I don't, what's the tea? So I'm like thinking back to like all the things that I'm eating. And I'm like, why is this happening? And I'm like, oh, I look down at my hand. There's this caramel macchiato. I'm like, oh, there has to be milk in this thing, doesn't it? Girl, I was farting bad. Like they were the worst farts I've ever had in my life. I was like, these are not normal farts. These are like monster farts. And I'm never doing this again. Look, wait, hold on. I put this joint in my refrigerator as soon as I got in the house. Look at how much I drink of it. I'm not drinking the rest of this. Girl. Stop. Talk about he probably got doodle streaks on his car seat. Ew, no. I'm not taking no kind of sip of that. This is the devil's juice. That's nasty. Now that I look at it, I'm like, that is disgusting. Like, it's like basically just milk. Anyway, my earring came off in the dark. I'm gonna throw it down the drain, I guess. But I put it right in my refrigerator because I was just like so upset. I was like, I don't even want to look at this anymore. I put it in the refrigerator because I was too tired to like throw it out and clean out, pour it down the sink and clean it out or whatever. But girl, that's what I should have said almond milk or soy milk or something like that. Oh my god, y'all. I was just fighting so bad. I was like, this is so stupid. And I was like, I can't be going because it's like farts that just like gurgle and bubble out of you. Like you can't control them. So I had to like, girl, I had to stay in for the rest of the day. And I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just gonna stay in here and fart. Fart in my own comfort of my own house, girl, because this is uncomfortable. You just blow up your apartment. Girl, that's what you gotta do sometimes. Punching the heck out of your sides. No, truly. No, we have no, I have not ever sharded. Why is it called shard? Wait, why is it called shard? That's so weird. Demolition. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just never doing that again. That was truly a mistake. I'm so mad. I was like, it's only $2, like whatever, because it had a 50% off coupon, and it came up to like $4.90 or something like that, and it was like came out to be like $2.40 or something. But yeah, girl, I'm not doing that again. Oh my god, I cannot deal with y'all right now. Well, is it at least good? That's the thing. It was so good. It was really, really good, and I was so upset because I was like, this really betrayed me. It do look like it would make you fart. Anyway, I hope y'all had a good old spooky time with me tonight. Make sure you like this video if you want more spooky stuff. I think next weekend. Oh my god, what's next weekend? What's today? Today is like the 18th or something? 19th. So in 7 days, it's going to be the 26th. Huh. Because the 26th, shoot, I don't know. Maybe we'll go live like on Friday night or on Sunday night. Because the 26th, there's a botanical garden nearby that has like a little Dia de los Muertos like dinner type thing happening, and it's gonna be real fun and interesting, and it's like a party, and it's like cocktails and food and fun, and it's in a beautiful garden, and so that's happening on a Saturday, next Saturday, and it's gonna be from like 6 to 7 or something like that, 7 to 8 or something, and that's usually when I go live. So I don't know, but I don't know. Are y'all free like during the day? Girl, because this is late at night, girl. And I like our nighttime lives. Someone said I am a rat. LOL. Like maybe we'll go live during the day on Saturday next weekend. Someone said no, we busy. I got school. Somebody said let's do Sunday. Maybe we'll do a Sunday. Go live on Sunday. Maybe we'll go live on next Sunday, and we'll like make spooky food. I want to make food. I think I'm gonna get one of those like plates. Those like what do you call them? Hot plates, and we'll like make food or something. Cause I've been wanting to get one of those. Cook? Hey, can you cook? Have y'all seen my latest vlog over on WillOnAWhim More? We just put out a vlog 2 days ago, and I have plenty of other. I have to go back and like respond to the comments, but that vlog is literally part of like a 40-minute vlog that I just cut up into 10 minutes each, or around 10 minutes each. So there's going to be more vlogs coming. Just have to finish editing the rest of it. Anyway, I cooked in that vlog a little bit. Oh my god, y'all. Okay, so I'm so tired. I was so spooked out by all these stories and stuff. Now I'm like spooky and tired. I'm going to take a nice spooky sleep. Someone said, say BD. Why he say BD? What? Luckily, I take online classes. Come on, Megan Thee Stallion. Why your vlogs suck like you're cooking? I don't know, girl. I've been trying so hard, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, I tried. My vlogs suck like my cooking. That is truly funny. Okay, good night, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If I have three things to say, two things to say. To close this thing out. One is don't ever in your life eat purple icing. It's disgusting and it should be illegal. As your next elected official, I plan on banning purple icing. That and pink and black icing. Why do we use that on cake? Cake is supposed to be sweet, not taste like batteries. Next, I would say don't ever be like Sam. I know a Sam, and that Sam is really great, actually. Really funny and stylish and cool. But the Sam in the story that we read today is foolish and dumb and stupid. Those are all synonyms, but you know what I'm saying. Not Sam, I am. Get out of here. Sam needs to go to jail, and that's that on that. Because Sam really killed his best friend, Ted. Ted didn't deserve that. Let's have a moment of silence for Ted. Y'all be quiet. It's time for Ted's moment of silence. Shh. Bow your heads. Ted died because Sam looked at the skeleton and led it to Ted's house. And now Ted, a year later, got mysteriously sick and turned into the skeleton. So just be quiet. Thank you. May Ted rest in peace. Anyway, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I love y'all. Next weekend we will be maybe we'll like cook food and do a conspiracy theory. That would be fun. It'll be kind of like reverse, like Stephanie Sue. Y'all know Stephanie Sue? She does like these mukbangs where she eats food while she like talks about a conspiracy theory. We'll make food and eat it, I guess, while we talk about a conspiracy theory. So I'm gonna do this again like I did last week. Like, if you have a conspiracy theory that you want me to talk about on this channel during this live, go ahead and send them to me _WillOnAWhim on Instagram. Okay. But other than that, good night, y'all. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. And also, don't ever drink this. It is bad for you. It is not going to lead to good things. Good night, y'all. Make green eggs on him. Oh my God, we should. Let's make colored eggs and eat them. Ew. The audacity of lunch at like elementary school to be feeding us green eggs. Like, that was so utterly goofy and disrespectful to my childhood body. Anyway, good night, y'all. Good night, Amy. Good night, Ray. Good night, Curly, Paula, Tamia. Good night, Stunna Based. Good night, Isabel Garcia, Mimi. Good night, Good night, Dragonfly, Blue. Good night, John Harper. Good night, Dan. Good night, Chastity. Good night, Aveda. Good night, Isabel, Emmy, _gotcha tail. Good night, Sydney Speller. Good night, Favor McBo. Good night, Dia. Good night, Regina. Good night, we said that? Kalia. Good night. Good night, Claudia. Good night, Lil Kim 16. Good night, Alicia. Good night, Isabel. I said that already. Good night, Rachel. Good night, Chantel. Good night, Mimi. Good night, Sanaya and Safira and Harina. Good night, Dowry. Good night, good morning, Good night, Karma. Good night, Regina and Zelanis. Good night, Nashan. Good night, Jade Blackman. Good night, Rachel, Sophia, Fritho. Good night. What in the world is these names coming to? Good night, DRM. Good night, Miracle Kennerly. Good night, Amber D. Good night, yellow light. All right, y'all. I'm out. I gotta go. Bye. And I hope y'all have a spookier October here on out. Bye. Love y'all. See you next Sunday. Hopefully, if it's not Sunday, then it's gonna be Saturday. Good night. Bye.